White rabbits. Hey and hello there, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all doing today? Let me just clear up these few things and then do this. But hello, hello, hello. Can you all hear me? Can you see the switch? Can you all the stuff and the things and the people and the places? Are we working? Are we live? Um, so hopefully we're all good. The ads jump scare you. Yes, but they feed me. They're my lifeblood. But hello, hey, and hello there, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, we're just doing another fun chill one today whilst we're just checking things, and that's probably not a bad thing if we've got construction workers drilling outside periodically. I do apologize if that kind of bleeds into the stream. So let's just say hi to everyone. So hello to Tempetenchi and Lexi and Abby and JP and Xander, saluting 07, which just, it grows on me more and more. And then we've got Kevin and Maria, and I think that's it. Oh, and Masuta, hello. So hey, and Snowy, hello. So hey and hello there, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back with, we're back with our series, Can I Beat Pokemon Violet with only Ice-type Pokemon? The answer is yes, because we finished this series months ago. But we didn't truly finish it, because we didn't do all the post-game stuff. We did have like a bonus episode where we did a lot of post-game stuff, but we didn't quite do all of it. So I think, just whilst we're kind of transitioning into the next series and getting used to our new sort of setup and stuff like that, just kind of please work setup. It's just, I thought this is a good time to do this, and before that Pokemon Home integration comes in and stuff like that. Because once we get the Pokemon Home integration, maybe we'll do some Ice-type shiny hunting. But I'm not going to do that before the Pokemon Home integration. So let's finish off this thing now. So this just will be chill and chat and fun and stuff. Now it also might run a little bit short, so I'm just making this clear now. If this runs a little bit short, like if we finish this stream in like an hour and a half, 2 hours or something, and it's kind of like, oh, I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. I do have something else in mind planned, and it's not just like, oh, we'll hop on Pokemon Scarlet and do more raids, like, oh, we'll fight Samurott. It's not that. There is something else that I have in mind if this stream like kind of runs short. Also, make sure you vote in the poll. I'm going to close the poll in a second. I'll explain what the poll is in a minute, but I'll close the poll in a second. But if the stream runs a bit short and we kind of need to bulk out the time a little bit, I do have something else in mind. It will sound crazy. It will sound like I am joking, which on April Fool's, April 1st, is never a good thing. But I promise you, it will be 100% real and 100% sincere. I won't just leave you like hanging in the dust or anything like that. It'll be a real suggestion, and I'll ask you guys, hey, do you want to do this? And if you're up for it, we'll do it. If we have the time, and if you're up for it, we'll do it. Okay? So I'm just putting that out there. I said about this last week. Just making it clear that I'm just making it clear again. I said it last week to make sure that it's obvious that I'm definitely not joking. But I'm saying it again now, just if it comes up. So, okay, so, right. Oh, hang on. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're going west. Okay, I'm actually going to end this poll. Actually, no, we'll do the poll. So basically, there are 3 Pokemon we need to get. Last time, we caught an Ice-type Pokemon, but there are 3 other Pokemon who we can get. There is 1 to the west, 1 to the east, and 1 to the south. West is definitely winning, but I kind of would like it if there was a tie break between the east and the south. So if any of you wanted to vote for the east or the south, do it. Whichever one gets the first vote will be the second place. And we'll do it in order of the poll. So we'll go to the west first, but then the second place we'll go to will be our second place finish, and then our third place finish will be whichever one's third. So, but yes. So But what looks like... Okay, someone just voted for West again. So East and South are still on a tiebreak. I'll leave the poll open. Oh, okay, there's East. Right, I'm ending the poll. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to go West, then East, then South. That's fine. That's fine and fair enough. Right, I need to bring up my map so I can actually find out where the heck we're going. So yeah, so basically this game has like four legendary Pokemon that you can get. I don't think you even need to get them in like the post game. Oh, this is funny. We're actually in the West. Oh, this is really funny. We're like exactly where we need to be. Oh, this is perfect. So, Internet Goblin, hi, hello, welcome back. Oh, I'm so used to being on Koraidon, where like you kind of bump up and down, whereas Miraidon is just all nice and smooth. Oh, look, an Applin. How funny. Sorry, I never see Applins on the ground, unless it's a Zorua. It's a Zorua! Of course it's a Zorua. I knew it'd be Zorua. I was like, you don't see Applins. You don't see Applins. Wait, Sarah made a poll on Thursday and it like never ended? What, because of like tie breaks and stuff like that? That's really funny. I love Applin too. Applin's a great Pokemon. And I like both of its evolutions. I genuinely don't know which one I like more. Okay, so... you can always tell when it's like Zorua and Ditto. Like, the Pokemon always behave differently. That isn't shiny, is it? It just looks very, like, dark. Oh, man, I'm not used to playing this game. I might need to move my television a little bit closer. I've got it kind of pushed far away today, and I don't want it that far away. Anyway, Bark. So yeah, so there were 4 legendary Pokemon, and we last time we did the regular post-game stuff of like beating all the gym leaders, and we caught the Ice-type legendary because this was an Ice-type challenge. But we didn't like finish absolutely everything that there is to do, and yeah, there are like these, there are like 3 other legendaries out there. So hey, let's catch these legendaries. Let's see if we can do this thing. Oh, Archie's here. Hi, Archie. April Fool. It's a Zorua. Yes, exactly. Zorua knew what day it is. Okay, so... Oh, is it in here? Oh, I think it's in here. So basically, there are like 8 stakes. I don't mean like meat stakes. I mean like things that stick in the ground. There are like 8 stakes. Oh, there we go. Look, you can see one up there. See that like yellow glowing thing? We're gonna be collecting the 8 stakes for all the other ones. Now, some of these we do have already. I don't know which ones we have and we don't have, so we will just be like methodically going through them all. Yeah. But anyway, we pulled out the stake and it crumbled and vanished. Ooh, oogity boogity. But yeah, hi, sorry, yeah. So hi, Archie. Did we get anyone else new? Oh, and Nicholas, welcome back. So let me just hang on. I'm just gonna move this television. So just give me one sec. Just gotta make sure I don't like step on my controller. Let's stake our claim on a legendary. There you are, Kevin, with your legendary wordplay. Okay, so hang on. So where are we right now? Because there are 2 very close to one another. Okay, so we are here. And then there's like another one, which is like here or something. I imagine we have this other one, but let's see how it goes. Okay, right. But yeah, for anyone who missed this challenge, yes, we beat the game using only Ice-type Pokemon. Now that's not. Oh, look, there's the stake. Okay, we didn't get this one. Crikey. I guess we didn't really go to the lake much or anything though, so I guess that makes sense. Ooh, Heat Wave. I mean, can't use it on an Ice-type team, but yeah, apart from the very beginning of the game, where we did have to use a Water-type starter, we did end up using only Ice-types. We had a Glaceon, and then eventually we rounded out the team with everyone else. We had Fridge, the Ice-type Rotom. We had Mr. President, everyone salute, for the male Abomasnow. We had Destiny, the Frostlass. We had Cheese, the Cloyster. We had Eugene, the Crabominable. And Yoshi, the Baxcalibur. So, and they were a very good team. And they did really well. And we, like, didn't lose any battles. Yeah, we like didn't lose any battles. We just beat the whole game. It was you know, freaking sweet. It was great. So it was a really fun playthrough. I'm so glad we did it. And I will definitely do more ice type playthroughs in the future, but we'll wait until we have a better setup for that, I think. I will so basically at the end of this stream, the two things I will do is I will say what the next series will be next Saturday, and then we'll say about whether we're doing this extra something. Oh, these are purple. Ooh, they're all purple. Oh, it's an ice type. Oh, should we do this? Oh, this would be kind of funny. Can we do this? That's the question. Because that is the other question. Should we try and do this just because it's an ice type? Because that's kind of funny. I think we got to do this just because that's so funny that like the first one that we found is so that hang on, the thing I'm wondering here. Okay, so the way you beat 5-star raids is you stat up with your Pokemon and then you attack. Do we go with Eugene, who is strong but can't stat up? Although I suppose we could teach it a move. Or do we go with Baxcalibur, who can stat up but doesn't have any super effective moves? I think we'll go with Eugene. Let's give Eugene a go. Let's see if this works. We'll save 50 bajillion times, because that's what we do here at Bovia Games. But let's see. I'm so used to these being like orange because of Pokemon Scarlet, like an orangey color. I genuinely had never thought of the fact that they'd be different in Pokemon Violet. I didn't know that, so that's quite fun. And it's been ages since I did this series, so I probably didn't. We've done a raid in this game before, but okay. Now let me just check. So we've got a lot of 07s. We've got Fridge. We've got Cheese. Cheese is the beast within. And then, Cheese Swoop. Oh, sorry. Nightbot has just put a comment that I didn't, Oh, okay, right. Can I change that so that, like, not everyone can do that? Because I don't want everyone to just be able to do that at any point. Oh no, Brave Bird! Oh no! Oh, this is going terribly already. I forgot that it's a flying type. And that I'm a fighting type. Oh no, this is terrible. But hey, look, we healed up, so that's cool. No, we're not going to win this. We are not going to be winning this. Drain Punch, go! But yes, Nightbot's back! I think it's probably just because of the commands thing, but yeah, I only have I only have Nightbot sort of triggered to be activated by I think me and maybe the mods. Season Sucker Punch. But yeah, generally the thing you'd want to do is you'd want to use a move like Swords Dance or Bulk Up, and you'd want to use that a lot, and then you attack. The other thing as well is it's good if you can use oh, hang on, change my move order. It's good if you can use moves that like weaken their defense or their special defense and stuff. So moves like Acid Spray and Apple Acid, a lot of acids and sprays. But yeah, no, Techno, it's not supposed to work for like mods. Yeah, see, Xander's, there we go. So Nightbot's back, yay! I'm glad to have Nightbot back. I won't do this raid again if we mess up. Fridge, unfortunately, I don't think would be very good. I mean, if we taught it Nasty Plot, I can't remember if it has Nasty Plot. If it has Nasty Plot, then I suppose it could be good. But I was using Torment. No! That means we can't use the same move over and over and over, which is all we've been doing in this raid. If we actually win this, that would be really funny. I actually got a shiny Bombardier yesterday. I shiny sandwich hunted for one. Oh, the Quick Claw clutch! Oh man, like, all these good memories are coming back. But yeah, that's the one thing about my... Oh, are you kidding me? That was the other thing about this playthrough as well. We had terrible accuracy luck. Like, really bad accuracy luck. Right, no, don't use Rock Slide. Because you're going to make me flinch. You're going to make me flinch. See? And then I flinch. Oh, well. At least we'll get another... Yeah, okay, good. This is like a free heal, at least. Right, Drain Punch, go! Come on. Oh, this is going to be really tight. But yeah. Okay, so anyway... Buck. But yeah, okay, glad Nightbot's back. So yeah, Nightbot will be back, reminding you guys of... Oh, for the love of pizza! Did it use like double team or something and I just wasn't paying attention? Like, what's going on? Oh, right, Quick Claw, there we go. That's good. That's handy. Right, Drain Punch, go! We're not doing much damage now. We're not doing much damage now. No, not Brave Bird. No. Okay. For the love of pizza, it's one of my many catchphrases. Okay, right. Go Eugene, the reliable partner. Oh, it's paralyzed. Okay. No, using Feather Dance. No. Okay, hang on. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go all out. We're going to see if this works. Because, like, Corviknight's got Iron Head, which is good. So if we can just get a little bit more... No. If we can just get a bit more damage in. Ooh. Okay, this is fine, though. This is fine. This is still fine. Right, Drain Punch. Okay, Quick Claw, that's not... Yeah. We need to heal up more than that. If I had a Shell Bell, that would have helped as well. Normally I have Shell Bells on everything, but... It's going to be close. No, it's used a Brave Bird. No, if it hadn't used Brave Bird, we maybe could have done it. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, good thing this wasn't, like, part of the schedule. Oh, come on. Now the shield breaks. Now the shield breaks. Yeah, come on. Yeah, there's not much time left. Just blast your energy. There we go. Come on. Whoa, we got a super chat from Abby, £9.99, with a very happy lemon dancing friend. Abby, thank you so much. That's really kind. Oh, well. Well, anyway, that just helps warm things up before... Right, we won't do any more raids. Well, not 5-star ones. But see, that's why I only do 5-star raids in... That's why I only do 5-star raids in Pokemon Scarlet, where I actually have Pokemon, like, equipped to deal with them. And it's why... So, we will be doing 5-star raids in Pokemon... In this game file someday. But I want to make sure that we actually have, like, good Pokemon to deal with raids. So we can actually take them on. Because, yeah, our regular in-game team just isn't good enough for that. Maybe if Eugene had been, like, level 100... The funny thing is, if Eugene had been level 100... I think we could have probably done that. I don't know if we have a load of, like, candy or anything. I don't think we do. But the point is yeah, that's why 5-star raids are very hard for, like, casual players. But they're actually quite straightforward for when you have, like, fully trained up teams and stuff like that. That was a Fletchling. I was like, that's a weird Tatsugiri. It's like, it's because it's a Fletchling. It's a Fletchling. Okay. Hang on, what was... Oh, they're Flamigos. Okay, so... I'm just checking this because of the... Oh, Volton Veluza. See, we could beat that Veluza. We could beat that Veluza really easily. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here to take out stakes. Okay, so let me just check on chat, because I think I've... Okay, there we go. But yeah, sorry. So Nightbot is back. Nightbot will remind you of all the various things, like the rules, and if you haven't checked... Oh yeah, I have updated the rules and stuff like that, so please do go check them out. Just because, you know, there are some things which I think people kind of miss or don't really know about, and there's a really good point that like Archie made last week. So I made like a little note about that in the rules, so thank you for reminding me about that, Archie. Yeah, but Nightbot will remind you about the rules and about liking and subscribing. If you feel pity for Eugene in that raid, a thing that would make Eugene very, very happy is if you hit that little that little thumbs up button on the video, that little like button. Like tap it, click it, whether you're on mobile or on your phone or on your tablet. I know that Eugene and myself would very much appreciate a thumbs up. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, then do that too. It's only about 10% of people who have not subscribed, but again, the extra 10%, you know, again, I just reached 2,100 subscribers, which is absolutely brilliant. But again, if say 10% of people aren't subscribed, then that's like an extra 210 people who could be subscribers. So you know, just play. It's free on YouTube as well, because I know like on Twitch subscription means like you have to pay or whatever, but it doesn't for YouTube. So if you feel like subscribing, that would really help me out. It is just a teeny tiny click from you, but it means the world to me. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to check for shinies / check for comments / check for... Now, apparently there's like a stake around here as well, but I can't see one. So we'll sort of put a button in this location just as a potential, like, okay. Oh, no. I was going to say, or it's like, it's either going to be on these rocks up here, or we missed it, or we already got it. But okay, here we go. Next one. So, okay, next one is... Oh, okay. Yes, we'll pull out the stake. But yeah, thank you so much, Techno. But yeah, 2,100, very cool. So hopefully we're now on our way to 2,150. If you want to help me get to 2,150, that would be a cool next target. And then, hang on, are they... Oh, that is there. So can we just warp there? Oh no, we have to actually go there first. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Because we need to go here eventually anyway. Also, like, the extra thing we do... I mean, if we have, like, loads of tech issues today, and then we finish doing all this stuff on Pokemon Violet, then we won't do the extra thing. But the extra thing... I would like to do the extra thing. Hang on, you aren't shiny, are you? You're just very green, right? Yeah, you're just very green. I was like, that's... Like, because they have, like, a bit of red on their chest, so... Okay. Hang on, I just want to check one thing. Oh, no. Could I have leveled up Eugene? A little bit, yes. Okay, it doesn't matter too much, but... But yeah, that I think that raid was like a really good demonstration of why like 5-star raids are hard for casuals. But then if you watch like the raids we did last week, you'd be like, oh, those are easy. It's like, yeah, well, when you have good Pokemon and you know how to use them, they are very easy. Oh, look, an ice type raid, Oh no, we're not doing Slowbro. Slowbro is way too bulky. Did Fridge have Nasty Plot? No, we kept the statuses on Fridge because I think that was just a bit more useful for like our purposes. I mean, in theory, you know, we could like, you know, Nasty Plot and stuff with Fridge, but yeah, we ain't doing no Slowbros. They're way too bulky. Slowbro is a very good raid Pokemon itself. Hang on, why? Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot's messing up. The alias you set this to be a command of, like, comments does not exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? If you're talking about it, that means it exists. But It's okay, Techno. I'm good, thank you. But yeah. So anyway, but I'll have to. Something's gone wrong with Nightbot. I'll have to like reset everything for Nightbot. But yeah, Sudowoodo's really funny in this game. Again, they really like captured. They really captured the personalities and stuff of the Pokemon really well in this game. It's one of the reasons why, again, I get so kind of confused when people like say, I don't know, like, oh, Arceus, or like, or kind of like, oh, I wish this game was more like Arceus, and it's like, again, like, the Pokemon like have such great personalities. Like the way Sudowoodo like pretends to be still and then runs away from you. Yes, it did pretend to be still in Arceus too, but it's way funnier in this game. They do the whole like aggro, playful, and timid thing like really well in this game. And I know like they don't like hurt the player, but that's like the only difference really. I don't know. Okay, hang on a sec. I know where this shrine is. I just can't. I can kind of picture it in my head. I just need to double check like the way that we get to it. Do we get to it from like this side? Is it from this side? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so hang on. So we've got either. I think this means we've got either 3 or 4 stakes left. So we'll see how this goes. Right, so there's one, like, here, apparently. So we're going to have to go up the mountain. Yeah, you do not miss being chased down by alphas. See, that's the thing. I like that the Pokemon, like, sort of chase you and stuff in this game. I don't mind, I don't mind, like, that's the thing, I like sort of being chased and stuff like that. But that's the thing, in this game, it's like, oh, you just end up, like, in a battle with a wild Pokemon. And I sort of like that sort of lower stakes for it. I like that it's, like, more of a mild inconvenience rather than, like, oh, I blanked out and I, like, lost my satchel. And, oh, that's annoying. Like, you know. I like the movement. Oh, hang on a minute. We just, hang on. We just hit our destination, didn't we? I think we did explore this mountain quite thoroughly. Like, there's Spiritomb, for example. Yeah. So we did explore this mountain quite thoroughly because of all the ice types, so we may have... Oh, yeah, critical capture! Nice! Is that slacking? On the mountain? Weird. Okay. So, boom. Yeah, that's just a whole slacking on a snowy mountain. I have no idea what is going on. Take him out, Eugene. So this apparently there might be like a stake here or something, but I can't see anything. Hang on a second, I'm just gonna like do just a little bit of a glide just to check. No, we'd be able to see it, I think, if it was there. So maybe we'll put a pin in this location as like, oh, we've been here, because that sparkling isn't the stake. That's a Terra Pokemon. The only thing I can think is if it's like, oh, hang on, we'll get Gimmighoul. The only reason, oh, I was like, unless it's like hidden away here. Okay, well, no, we did not get this stake. Hang on, no, Miraidon, buddy, come on, buddy. There we go. Techno, I appreciate you trying to like do stuff with Nightbot, but like I said, it doesn't work. So would you mind just sort of not trying to mess around with Nightbot, please? But I do really appreciate like your concern and your attempt to help and stuff like that. But like I said, it's sort of just me and the moderators, and I'll just sort it out before next week. It's like really not a big deal. It's just I basically just tried to put some new comments. I guess I probably didn't do it right, or I did something inconsistently. But it's like it's not a problem. It's just something I have to just do on my own. It's not even something I need to like figure out. You know, I've put comments on Nightbot before. It's just something where I just need to kind of double check it and sort it out before next time. So, but that's why we're doing like chill streams today and stuff like that. So it's not a problem. But anyway, sorry, because I don't want to keep talking about tech stuff too much. If that's okay. Like, it's very boring, and I had a very stressful and traumatic stream, like, 2 or so weeks ago. No, 3 weeks ago now. So I don't want to talk about tech issues. I just want to talk about fun stuff. So what fun stuff has been going on at the minute? Nintendo have finally they released some of the gameplay footage for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So that was pretty cool, wasn't it? That was a pretty cool one. Because again, like they've just been very quiet about this game, and I have faith that it will be good, but it is still sort of weird that we've, like, you know, just generally overall heard so little about it. So it was just nice to see a bit of gameplay. And as my friend William pointed out, he sort of said, like, you know, it did kind of just show a lot of stuff that we've kind of already seen before. But it just kind of, but in some ways it kind of elaborated on things that, like, we had, you know, it sort of elaborated on things that we kind of have seen before. Like, we'd seen the, like, Ascension ability before, but we just didn't really know what it was. So it kind of, like, showed us what, like, a bunch of, I think basically the ones on the islands here, we're going to have got these ones already, I think is going to be the case. I think we did sort of get the stakes on the island. It's probably the non-island ones that we didn't get, I'm thinking. Okay. So, so it was really nice to see footage for that, and it looked fun, and it's one of the things where, oh, okay, there is a stake here. Okay, I guess we didn't explore all these islands. I thought we did explore these islands, but I guess we didn't do a very thorough job. But in fairness, we weren't really ever looking for these before, so I don't know. Okay. Right, and then the final one is there's like a river, and then it's kind of like, it's gonna be somewhere around here, I think. Okay, whoop. Ugh, this place is so laggy. Casseroya lag. Okay. But yeah, so I was excited to see Legend of Zelda. So are any of you guys out there excited for Legend of Zelda? Like, did you love Breath of the Wild and your... Because that's the thing, I haven't been, like, excited for this game. I haven't been like, oh, my heart's racing a million miles an hour, da, da, da. But, like, I'm very interested and curious about it, and I loved Breath of the Wild. So, it was... You know, but it was just sort of, but again, we've been very, like, kept in the dark about this game, and I get that maybe, like, they want to keep its plot kind of secret or something like that, but they can still sort of show some gameplay, and I'm glad they finally did. And the thing about Breath of the Wild, and the thing about Zelda in general, is the puzzles are so clever and so inventive and so, we could beat that Ditto so easily with our ice types. But anyway. Actually, no, maybe not, because it might imposter and then turn into our ice types and then beat us at our own game. But anyway. But the Zelda games are just so... The puzzles are so clever. And then because of Breath of the Wild's kind of sandbox mentality or whatever, and sort of gameplay design... it just was like, there were such, like, inventive solutions to all the puzzles, and I kind of feel like from looking at this game footage that they showed the other day, the thing that just really struck me is I can really see the potential for puzzle solving. I can really see how just moving around the map could be more fun than it's ever been in a Zelda game, and how completing puzzles will just be more fun and inventive and creative than in any other Zelda game. So I'm very excited for it in that regard. So I hope that there is another stake here, because if there's not, then I'm in trouble, because I think this is like all of them now. But let's see. Oh, here we go. So this is hopefully the last one. Right, here we go. Oh, Temper, you haven't played Zelda, like, sort of since the Majora's Mask remake? Yeah, if you haven't played Breath of the Wild, it's really good, and you can sometimes find it, like, quite affordably. So, you know, if you can get your hands on Breath of the Wild, I'd highly recommend it. The only thing I would say is that I think it kind of gets better as it goes along. It's not necessarily the most enjoyable thing right from the get-go. I'm not saying it's not fun, but I think sort of some of the mechanics and stuff that can be a bit more frustrating are more, that frustration is heightened at the beginning of the game when you like don't have access to good weapons and you don't have many good hearts and you don't have much stamina and all this other stuff. So right, so Vina, hello, or Vina, but I'm gonna say Vina, but if I'm wrong let me know. But hi Vina, very lovely to have you here. Internet Goblin, you've never played Zelda? Ooh. There are lots of good... If you have the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, if you have the N64 expansion pack, Ocarina of Time is a really good suggestion. A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo, if you only have the regular subscription, not the expansion pack, that's a good one. And Breath of the Wild is very good as well. Those are the ones I'd recommend. Right, we're going to save 50 bajillion times. These are all dark types. I think this one's like the dark grass, I want to say. But right, we're going to save. We're going to select this thing. We're going to... A faint sound is coming from within the shrine. Will you touch the shrine? Yes, we're going to touch the shrine. Ooh. Okay, good. Good, I'm saying it right. Let's catch some legendaries. Yeah, well, like Kevin said. Kabang! It's... I forget what they're all called. Because I haven't used these things. I just kind of caught them and put them in my box. It's Tinglu! Tinglu! Oh, it lowered special attack, although that is actually probably not a bad thing. Right, Quick Ball! I choose you! Oh no, we didn't get a critical capture. No! Okay. It's a moose! It's a moose, and it's gonna knock us out the hoose if we don't be careful. Yeah, it's Bowl Moose. The Bowl Moose. The Bowl Moss Moose. The Bowl Moss Moose. Okay. Hang on, Terrestrialize. That turns into a ghost type. Okay. Now, do we want to Thunder Wave this or Will-O-Wisp it? Because Will-O-Wisp will help sort of get it down. Yeah, we'll go Thunder Wave. If this misses, though... Oh, it's a ground type, isn't it? Or something. No, wait. Is it like ground and dark? Oh, I can't remember. No, the other one's grass. Oh, no, this is the ground one. The other one's grass. Oh, well, we're going to Will-O-Wisp this. We just got to hope we can catch this then. Oh, well, countdown begins. Okay. Oh, I was using Rock Slide. No. Okay. Yeah, I forget. There's like dark fire, dark ice, dark ground, and dark grass. But I forgot that this isn't the grass one. So this isn't the Moss Moose. I lied. Who do we want? Let's get Eugene in, because he resists the Rock Slide, and he'll resist dark moves. Although it has the dark move that reduces your HP in half, so that's not great. But anyway. Okay. Right, come on, Tinglu. Okay, it's not nighttime. I think we just have to Ultra Ball this thing. Until the, I think we just have to Ultra Ball this thing. Oh, that lag. I think we just have to Ultra Ball this thing until, the, Timer Ball kicks in. Okay. Right, Ultra Ball. No! Okay, one. No! I feel like in these games you only get captures if they're critical captures. But oh well. Anyway, bug. Okay, right. Right, Ultra Ball, go! Ah. Okay, this might be a bit boring. Oh, it's using Stomping Tantrum. It's got Stab. No. Right, come on, Ultra Ball. Let's go. Critical Capture. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Nah. Come on. No. I really should have kept count of the turns as well, shouldn't I? I think we had like 64 Ultra Balls, I want to say. And then we had a turn switching out, a turn using Will-O-Wisp, and a Quick Ball. So is that like 3 plus 4? So that's 7. So this is then turn 8. Come on. 1. Ah, no. Yeah, send critical capture vibes, you all. What's the emoji for a critical capture? Xander, you need to come up with the new 07. Right, Ultra Ball. Go. I think this is turn 9. 1, 2. Ah! Eugene is down. Okay, half health. Okay, right, it's down to about half health now. I'm kidding, Xander. You don't actually have to. You don't actually have to come up with something. No worries, mate. Okay. Right. I think we'll switch to timer balls now. I think the timer ball should be more effective by this point. So, timer ball, I choose you. No. Okay, right. 1. Ah, it didn't work. Throat chop. Throat chop. Okay. See, if it uses Ruination now, that's actually not a bad thing. I'm more afraid of its regular moves than Ruination. Ruination lowers your HP by half of what it currently is. So, like, if you kept using it over and over, it would do like a half, then a quarter, then an eighth. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Yes, that's why I wanted Fridge as well. Fridge might actually be able to hang in here. Yeah, Fridge doesn't even have a throat. Yeah, do Fridges have necks? Like, okay, right. Oh, we need to get some more timer balls, I think. We'll do that before the next one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got it! We got it! We got it! Yes! Love it! Love it, love it, love it! Okay, Ting Lu. See? No problem. No problem. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, we got Chen Pao, Ting Lu. So what was our, hang on, in our poll, what was the, it was east, right? It was west, then east, then south. So we'll go east next. So we just have to look at what actually is in the east and where all these ones are. Okay, so you caught fried moose. Well, I think if it's clay, it's more of like a baked moose, right? Baked Alaska. But yes, okay, east. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, so sorry, I do like that. Fridge doesn't even have a throat. Like, I like that. That also sounds like, that sort of sounds like something in like Pokemon as well. Like, imagine if you had like a gym battle and you're like Rotom, and then, you know, you're against like a what else can learn throat chop? I can't even think. Like now I'm forgetting the name of like every Pokemon that's ever existed. I don't know. But like a Machamp. Does Machamp know throat chop? Probably doesn't. But you know, it's like, you know, it's like, Machamp, use throat chop, and then it's like sort of like, but what? Rotom doesn't even have a throat. Like, I could picture that. Right, okay. We're gonna buy. We got enough Ultra Balls. We got enough Quick Balls. We'll get like a bunch of Dusk Balls, and then we'll get Timer Balls. Always buy your balls in denominations of 10. There's just because, well, buy either 10 at a time or denominations of 10. But yes, Ash told Misty that Starmie doesn't have a face. Okay. Yeah, you make a good point there, Kevin, that basically, like, there are a lot of Pokemon where they kind of have abilities or don't have abilities, which are kind of weird and don't align with, like, kind of their animation or physical appearance and stuff like that. So Magnemite levitates, but it doesn't have levitate. Yeah. So hang on, can I zoom in on this map anymore? Ah, there we go. That's the spirit. Right, so there should be a stake, like, right here or something? It might be on the other side of this wall. Yeah, I think it's going to be on, like, the other side of this wall. This might be, like, the most stakes we have to get, because I just probably did not explore this area very much. And I think in Pokemon Scarlet, this was the least explored area as well. Where they're just, yeah, we probably barely got... I think we maybe got one, maybe two of these, like, blue stakes. But yeah, we would not have... Wooper can learn Dynamic Punch. Yeah, it can get, like, Ice Punch and Dynamic Punch and stuff like that. That's a really funny one. And, like, Shroomish used to be able to get Focus Punch. It used to be an egg move. I think it still is. I'm not sure. But it works well with the old Spore. It's because Spore and Focus Punch is too good a combination. And it's like, ah, crud, we have to make sure Shroomish can still use Focus Punch. Yeah, Ghastly can learn all three elemental punches. Yeah, there are a lot of, like, punches and stuff like that. Scyther can't learn Fly. That's an interesting one. Can we go here? No, it's just set as destination. Okay, well, that's disappointing. Hang on, can we... okay, we'll go to the... because we're quite high up right now, so this is a good opportunity, actually, to go to this den. Not the den, sorry. The, or is it a den? I don't know, shrine, whatever. I know what I mean in my head. Even if you guys don't, which is kind of not great. You're not gold, are you? You're not gold and shiny, are you? I did heal, didn't I? Yeah, okay, good. I was like, if I didn't heal, if I went to the Pokemon Center and I just bought the Pokeballs, that wouldn't have been good. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Garchomp is seen flying in the anime. Garchomp is seen flying in this game. You can see Garchomp flying in this game. I mean, if we get close enough to the area, I'll try and show you. But Garchomp flies in this game, and it, like, can't learn Fly or anything like that, which is funny. Oh, there we go. There's the other stake. Like, you can see that blue stake there, so that's cool. But yeah, Doduo is flightless and can learn Fly. That I weirdly understand in some way, just because it is a flying type and it is a bird. Like, I know that's still stupid, but that one I do understand. Yeah, and then there's the flying Gyarados in Arceus. That I kind of don't mind as well, because it is a flying type, and I think you can kind of have, like, some kind of mythology where it's like, well, it used to be able to fly, but now it can't. Okay, hang on. We just need to... there is like a secret entrance or something into, like, this cave that I just need to find. Where? Oh, here we go. Is it just in here? No. Where is it? Where's the entrance to this cave? Oh, here we go. The water. This is a good cave, by the way. This is like a really well hidden cave. I really appreciate the, like, you know, the world design here, which is where, like, this cave. Oh my gosh. There's, like, underwater Houndooms. There's I think, was that a Sableye? There's another Sableye there. Oh my gosh. This is quite the chaotic cave. Yeah, look, we've got, like, 6 or fewer. We've either got, like, 6 or 7 of these stakes to get. So, yeah, we've got a lot of these stakes to get. Right, are there any close to here? Not especially. Random, but you wish shinies in this game made the noise. It would be nice if there was an indicator. The funny thing is, so here's the thing. I actually don't think Arceus's like heart attack inducing is necessarily the way to go in this game. Just because of, like, how many Pokemon, like, spawn in and spawn out. But I do think that this game has the answer, and I will show it to you, in fact. See that sparkling down there? Not the Raid Den, but the Terra one. I'm going to stop talking in a sec, and I want you to listen very closely as we get closer to the Pokemon here, okay? Listen as we get close. Hear that noise? Oh, no, low kicks. But could you hear how there's kind of like a little metallic-y kind of like, kind of buzzing noise? Maybe Corviknight isn't the best Pokemon to test it with. Corviknight. There you go. Can you hear that? Oh. But yeah, anyway. Bark. Wasabi! Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome! So yeah. So basically, if you heard that noise, basically, this game already has programmed into it a notion, like a sense that some Pokemon on the map can be different than others, and that when you get close to them, there's a noise. And it just kind of... Ooh, sorry, got hiccups. It just kind of bothers me that it's like, well, then why didn't you do that for shinies? Like, have a little bit of a sparkly... So basically, do the Pokemon Let's Go thing. The Pokemon Let's Go thing of, like, there are, like, sparkles kind of waving around, like, an aura of sparkliness around the Pokemon. And then have a noise that, like, kind of happens as you approach. Like, when a shiny is spawned in, like, a noise plays, or there's some kind of slight change to the music. Like how when you ride Yoshi in Super Mario World. I think that could have been a really good idea, but... because Arceus' thing is a little bit too heart attack inducing, and also as well, just Pokemon spawn in and out so quickly in this game that I'm not sure like how well, like people would be like, oh, there's a shiny, and then they'd spend ages looking, and it could be like, no, dude, my bro, my guy, it's gone, like it's gone. But yeah, but that's, yes, exactly, and Kevin sort of makes a point as well that that basically it's like having an audio element is like really important as well, because you know there are people who don't have good vision or who are colorblind, or just some of the shinies in this game are rubbish, okay? Like, so you know it makes sense having the audio cue, but okay, come on, let's hang on, I just want to have a bit of a climb and a look here, because it's like, is there a stake here? Supposedly there's a stake here. Is that just a TM? That's just a TM. It's Seed Bomb, which is a good TM. That could be good on Mr. President. In fact, does Mr. President know Seed Bomb? I think we had Giga Drain. I think we like kept it more special because that was just a bit more helpful for us, but okay. I'm just gonna... No. Miraidon. My dude. Hang on, I'm just gonna check this for a sec. I just want to check the... Whatever. Hang on, I'm just gonna check this map. There is one around here somewhere, but I want to make sure we're not missing it. Oh, I think I'm on the wrong... Am I on the wrong bit of rock? Oh, it's more over, like... Oh, it's gonna be more, like, here. So we need to go more that way. Okay, right. Hopefully, though, if we take the high ground, if we take the Obi-Wan Kenobi approach of going high, getting the high ground, there we go, we'll jump, we'll go, we'll glide, right, just look below, see if you see any blue. I think, here's what I think it's in these ruins. I don't think it's high up. I actually think it's low down. And I think we actually did get this one, because I kind of feel like I remember getting this one. So I'm gonna put a button in this one and say we got that one, and then we'll go for the next one. Okay. So the next one is like here. We can get this one pretty easily because there's a walk pretty close to it. Yeah, there's Pokemon like Charcadet where the shiny difference is only the eyes. Like, it's just kind of like, ugh. So that's why having like some kind of other clue. Oh my gosh, that Mudstale is very intimidating. Oh, hey, we get a prize. We got Stone Edge. That's pretty cool. Nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. Anyway, Buck. Right. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. For the love of pizza. Okay, no worries, though. Okay, we're coming up on, like, an hour, and have we had, like... I haven't really sort of kept a huge eye on it, but have we had, like, a whole load of, like, frame rate dips or anything that aren't to do with the fact that this is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has loads of frame rate dips, but have we... I don't think we've been too bad on the tech front, fingers crossed. You weren't shiny, were you? Hang on. Okay, no. I'm so worried that, like, everything is shiny. Everything is shiny when you're playing on the television instead of in handheld mode. Like, I mean, these dealing, I can barely tell if these are shiny on, like, my television. They're easy enough to see in handheld, but they're hard to see on television. Yeah, I noticed, like, one point where it, like, wasn't as good, but outside of that, it seems like we're doing okay today. So, hopefully we are, you know, well set up for future streams. And again, like I say, because like I say, I don't want to talk about tech stuff all the time because it's boring. But like, yeah, it's not the prettiest thing. It's not like if you're on a computer and you're on a monitor and you expand this so it's full screen, it will look awful. Okay, it will look blurry because I've only got it in like 480p. But. Oh, hang on. Where are the other? Oh, okay. There's one over here by, like, this tree. Okay. We'll... Hang on a minute. Do we not have all the... Oh, no, we do. Okay. So, yeah. You know, I run it at 30 frames a second. I have the visual quality on, like, a low setting, so it will look good on, like... If you're, like, just on your phone... And you can see, like, the game on the top of the screen, and then, like, chat is occupying the bottom half of the screen. This should look pretty alright. But it's just if you're, like, on a computer monitor and you expand the game, like, I'm going to make the gameplay fit my whole monitor. Don't do that. Like, just leave the video description and the chat and all those other things that are filling up your screen. Leave those filling up your screen. Trust me. This game will not look pretty. The stream will not look pretty. If you just put the gameplay on full. But yeah, so I have things running in a very minimalistic way. You know, I don't have, like, a camera on me or all this other stuff that could, like, hog up a load of processing power and CPU and whatever computer gobbledygook that I've said or not said. Here's another Ice-type raid. Will it be one that we can beat? Let's find... No, oh no, Honchkrow sucks because it uses haze. So when you try and stat up, Honchkrow just, like, nullifies your stat boosts. It, like, sucks so much. And again, it's another flying type, so it will just beat Eugene. So how funny though, we've had two ice types, Terra ice types, but then but they're, like, flying types at heart. That's really funny. How badly that's lined up. So, okay. So what Nightbot is trying to remind everyone at the minute is that, like, I have super chats now, and if you super desperately want to get my attention, then super chats are a cool way to do that, and to show your thanks to me and this YouTube channel. But there's no pressure, and as I always say, like, I don't want anyone's grocery money or rent or anything like that. But I do have the super chats now. If, you know, there's that, and there's also, like, a PayPal link as well that's in the video description, just if you, like, are in the financial positions where, like, you're comfy and you like supporting creators and stuff like that. If I am one of those creators, then those are viable options now. Though, I will say one thing, I almost forgot to say this. So I do apologize to Abby for not saying this earlier. I am in a situation where it actually doesn't matter because I haven't earned enough money from super chats and advertising and stuff yet for this to make a difference. But I actually can't. I've had a crazy week because of this. This is a wild story, to quote my friend Ryan Bartley. There's hang on, where's the? Oh, okay, right. So we're gonna go down to Levincia now, and then. Where is it? Is it... Okay, I think it's here. So, I actually... Even if I did have enough money from Super Chats, even if I did have an alien, sorry, I'm reading Nightbot now. Oh, and there's the drilling. Perfect timing. Even if I did have enough money to withdraw, like you need to have a certain amount before you can withdraw money on YouTube. Even if I did have enough, I actually wouldn't be able to withdraw the money that I've gotten from advertising and from super chats. I wouldn't be able to do that right now. And it's this really crazy thing where the sort of the Google associated program, like Google AdSense, it asked me, it said, oh, hey, you need to verify your ID. Please upload some ID within the next 45 days, or otherwise you will lose advertising on your YouTube. And it's like, okay, well, I had to, like, I sent a scan of my passport, or I tried to do a scan of my passport, and it was like, this isn't good enough quality. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll take a photo of my passport on my phone, which was good enough. But then they rejected it. They rejected my passport. And it was like, what? Why did they... I was like, is the picture quality not good enough? Because, again, it's just like a photo on my phone. It wasn't the picture quality. Picture was fine. In fact, picture was definitely more than fine. The issue was the country on the passport didn't match the country on the address I'd put. It was like, this is an English passport, and you put an American address. We cannot accept this. And it's like, well, I don't have an American passport. I'm not an American citizen. Maybe one day I'll be, like in a couple of decades or whatever, but I'm not right now. So I sort of tried again, and it got rejected again. But then, so it's like, okay, well, can I do something else? Hang on a sec, I just need to check this map. Map. Hang on, I need to zoom out, because where the heck are all these things? Oh, there's one down here. Okay, hang on. There's one, like, here? Okay, that's kind of weird. So it's like, okay, well, there must be something I can do, you know. And then it's like, there are like 4 types of ID. I know, that's the thing, it's like British, but like foreign people don't live in America. It's like, I know. So it's like, there are like 4 things, that you can do, right? There's passport, which again I like can't do because I don't have an American passport. There's driver's license, which I'm not going to be getting a driver's license anymore because of my eyesight issues and stuff. Like I'm probably just never going to drive. I like have no desire to drive it anyway. Like even if my eyesight was fine, I probably wouldn't drive. But because I couldn't before I had my eyesight issues. But I'm definitely not going to anytime soon with the eyesight issues. Definitely not within the next 45 days. I'll put it that way. So then it's like, okay, well, what's the other thing? What are the other things? There's a green card was the option, and it was like, but I don't have a green card. And again, like I hope to get one or whatever. But I don't have one, and I'm definitely not going to be able to get one in the next 45 days. It's like there are immigrants who are here who are just on visas and not green cards. That is a thing. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. There's the stake. So it was like green card, and then the only other option it had was a state ID. So, you know, there are 50 states in America, and you can get a state ID. But I was like, yeah, but what if, like, I need to, like, have a green card to get the state ID? You know, like, I was worried about that. Now, luckily, I will just sort of end this story now and, like, assure you that, like, don't worry, it's okay. Like, I am able to get the state ID. You know, like, all the other proof and stuff I have should kind of be good for that. So I should be able to get a state ID. And I have an appointment at the DMV, which is the Department of Motor Vehicles, to get an ID. Not a driver's license, but a California ID. But like, yeah. So I can get the California ID, luckily. Oh yeah, I can see Wasabi's now being sort of like checking. But like, yeah, it's just this, like, so I've got an appointment on Wednesday, and then I'm hoping the documentation I have should all be good. because it's a bit. I'm on a visa, but it's a renewed visa, which always like adds extra complication and paperwork to things. So hopefully, I just talk to a person. I can be like, this is this, and this is this, and I'm, this is all good. Can I please have my ID so I can get like my YouTube money? But then apparently it takes like 3 or 4 weeks to get the ID or something. I don't know if that's even after I go to the DMV or whatever. Oh, hang on, we just got the steak. So, hang on, so what other steaks do I need? What are the other steaks? Hang on, I just need to check this map for a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! Oh, I didn't get that one, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, I think I know where the last one is. It's in the tag tree thicket, like somewhere here. Okay. And we can probably just like glide over to this. This is sweet. But yeah, so the thing with the DMV as well, I do have an appointment booked. Like I have an appointment booked specifically to get an ID. Like it's not even just like you've booked an appointment. It's like I've done the like pre-appointment booking thing. And the thing I've heard, and particularly with the DMV that I'm going to, the thing I've actually seen on Facebook people say like, oh hey, if you ever need to go to the DMV, book an appointment online and go to this particular one. It's really good. So I'm hoping that all should be good. The only thing is just if like if they like reject my sort of ID and documents and stuff like that. So yeah, so there is so basically all this is getting to the point that Temper has very kindly just pointed out, because yeah, sorry, this is the point I forgot I was making. Basically, if you're not interested in like having a chat read out or something, if you're just doing like purely like financial donations, maybe for the next few weeks the PayPal link is the better choice. Obviously, if you want like a chat and you want a message and you want that message to have priority and you want that priority to be put up on the stream, yes, then please do a super chat. But it's just I may not be able to access that money for like 6 months to a year or something, and I will and as well hang on a sec, there's not a steak here. Hang on a minute. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because I think this is like the last steak that I need. Where is this steak? Oh, maybe it's at the top of this mountain. Oh, here we go. Okay. Whew, that was close. Hang on. I'm just going to hit this raid den. But, yeah. So I will eventually... I should, one way or another... Like, if I get a green card, then... I'll just be able to get it when I get the green card. If I have to move back to England, I'll be able to do it once I'm in a country where my passport matches the country. So one way or another, I will eventually be able to get this money. But it's just right now, if, I suppose there are like doubts that there is technically some possibility that I may not be able to access that money for a long time, maybe, potentially. So just like a heads up. But like, oh, no, hang on, I was trying to read chat, Halucha, because Wasabi was saying nice things. So, you may get a temporary ID if everything checks out that day. So, that's the thing, I did wonder that, but the only thing I wonder is, would YouTube accept the temporary ID, and you only get, like, a few attempts to validate your ID before they, like, block your ability to do so. So what I might do is if I do get a temporary ID, I may hold off on trying to use it for the YouTube thing unless like we approach the 45 days. If the 45 days are like coming to the end and I don't have my California ID, then I'll be like, okay, hi-ho silver away, let's use this let's use this temporary ID. But yeah. But no, thank you, Wasabi. I hope I'm able to stay here as well, because I love it and I'm happy here and my life is here. It's like this is my home now. Like I don't have a life in England, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. No offense to like my like 2 friends that I have left in England and to my family, but like, so here's the thing: a year after I moved out here, my parents moved house. The house that I lived in since I was like 3 years old, my parents don't live there anymore. They don't live in the same town that I grew up in anymore. They don't live in the same county that I grew up in anymore. They live on like the other side of the country now. So if I did have to go back to England, I kind of don't know what I would do, because it would be like I'd be going to a house that I've never lived in a part of the country that I don't think I've even ever been to, and definitely in a town or city. I don't even know if it's a town or a city that I've never been to either. So I hope I'm able to stay and all this other stuff, but yeah. Okay, so with all that said, oh yeah, you can follow me on social media as well. I mean, Twitter is apparently getting rid of verified people today. I never tried to get verified and never was verified. On Instagram, I just did my 1000th post. I did a Chongyun post for my 1000th, so that was pretty fun. But okay, right, here we go. Pokemon number 2. We're gonna save 50 bajillion times. We are in a cave, so Dusk Balls should in theory work. But this is the Pokemon that I think this is the Pokemon we're not going to be able to burn. So this will be interesting. Oh, so you're like spread all around the East Coast, Wasabi. Interesting. Well, sort of like your family. Yeah. Yeah, you got people like spread all over the East Coast. Interesting. That's like America's really interesting because, like, when people move in America, come on, quick ball clutch, quick ball. Ah, oh, come on. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Oh. You did not write. You wrote a Zach Aguilar screenwrite article. That's so cool. But anyway, sorry. Anyway, Bug. But you know, America's such an interesting place because it's so huge. There was an interesting a comparative sentence I saw one time. It said about like the difference between America and the UK, and it was like the UK is very tiny, but it's like really, really old, and America is absolutely massive, but it's really young. So like, I think I have said this before, so forgive me if I've gone on this rant before, but in America, like, they'll look at some building that's like 100 years old, and America will be like, oh, this building, it's so old and so like majestic. And it's like in my hometown, I had a church that's like 1,000 years old. You know, just in like my little hometown, there's like 1,000-year-old building. You know, we're gonna just go with Dusk Balls here and hope for the best. 1. Oh, it didn't work. No, don't lava plume me. That's not good. Oh, nice. That's really cool that you helped Zach with the article. Sorry. I'm sort of like, I was like, you gotta remember, you gotta acknowledge that you're talking about the chat, not about Chiyu. Okay, but yeah, okay, so, hey, this Pokemon's name sounds kind of like Chongyun. Yeah, it's not totally dissimilar. It's totally not dissimilar. So, anyway, Bug. Right, Cheese became confused, but that's okay, because we're not going to be using moves. We're just gonna... Right. 1. Yes, and that's an interesting point as well, Wasabi. That, yeah, the East Coast would have more old stuff than, like, the West Coast, because obviously, like, the settlers and stuff. Yeah, so that's really interesting. But yeah, but in America, in America, like, oh crud, we can't, Shell Smash? I don't know. I suppose I could have healed, but I do have my no items in battle rule, so, Are you saying bark, by the way? Yeah, so if I say the word anyway, I say the word bark after it, and it's a thing that I will try and do. But oh, we could have used Ice Spinner. Anyway, Buck. Right, so we could use Destiny Bond. I don't think we have a way to. No, we'll go with Mr. President. I think if we use Giga Drain. This will do just enough. Okay, well that did more than just enough. But when you grew up, where you grew up, your town was founded in 1690. That's cool. That's old. Wait, did they just use swagger? I wasn't paying attention. I'm so interested talking about like history and time and. Oh, that's me. Mr. President, no. Mr. President. I really should be counting the turns in this battle, but I keep forgetting to count. Okay, right, there we go. Okay, so, Internet Goblin, Bo, you're so unironically wholesome. Thank you. Okay, right, so, we probably have, like, had 10 turns here, but I'm actually going to stick with Dusk Balls just because, the other Pokemon I don't think are in caves. So, we'll stick with Dusk Balls for a bit, and then, oh, for the love of pizza. Okay, we'll switch in Frostlass. Ryan, hello. Yes, Mr. President is back. But no, but anyway, sorry. So America is more fascinated with things that they're old. Like 100 years is nothing to scoff at. But it's not that old, you know. Like, and again, Archie would. I mean, you would know this as well. I mean, you probably know things that are like hundreds and hundreds of years old, and yet they're kind of, but they're like not like some. Oh, sugar. But they're not like some particularly big deal or anything like that. Well, okay, we'll just. Fine, we'll just like use Shadow Ball. Yeah, see, it missed. Ha 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 ha. Look, we got you. So you live right around the border of the Roman Empire, and when building your house, they found whole Roman ships and artifacts. Right, exactly. That's fascinating. So that's really cool. So yeah, and that's just, you know, that's just kind of what we're used to in Europe, you know. Ow, for the love of pizza. Can it stop using bounce? Otherwise, I'm going to have to start saying it in a Northern Irish accent, because the word bounce sounds fantastic in a Northern Irish accent. So Americans will be kind of like impressed with things that are like only, you know, again, because I remember when I came here, I had like I got to like go to Nickelodeon, like one of the Nickelodeon buildings, and I was sort of being given a tour, and the person said about like this building is 75 years old, and yay, we got it. And you know, he said it with like this real like but again, I'm like, okay, but I've got like my house is older than that, and like the church in my town is like 10 times, like over 10 times older than that. So it's not that it's not impressive, but it's not, but it doesn't wow me. So yeah, but, and again, maybe Archie, you can kind of attest to this as well. Whereas in America though, like distance means nothing in America, whereas in like smaller European countries, it means a lot. Like if you need to go like 100 miles, like in the UK, it's like, oh, this place is like 100 miles away. Whereas in America, like people don't care about 100 miles. 100 miles is nothing. Like, and people have such a lovely attitude towards like, oh yeah, I'll get, because again, like I said, I can't drive. So like I would, you know, before the pandemic, like people would so often be like, oh, I'll give you a ride home. And I would be like, what, really? It's like, you know, even if they lived like a couple of streets away, I'd be like, because in my head I'm like, but that's so out the way, and they're like, no, you're like next door, and I'm like, to me it feels out the way, you know. So distance means nothing in America, but whereas in the UK it's like 100 miles is like a real one. Like driving for a few hours is like, oh my good golly gosh, you know. It's like, you know, like a 6-hour trip from like one, you know, from like the east of England to the west of Wales is like this huge thing. Whereas in America, it's like, that barely gets me across one state, you know? So, it's a very it's a very cool and interesting and fascinating thing. Right. Okay. So we're gonna find. Hang on. I need to zoom in on this map. I need to zoom in. Zoom in. There we go. Okay. So. Right, okay, hang on. I just missed some chat about catching the fish. Yes, we got it. Oh, Kevin, you gotta go. Okay, well, I hope you're able to catch up on the rest later. Like I said, at the very end of this, you may be surprised by something else, okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay, so. Oh, sorry. Getting congested. Right, okay. We're gonna save, because that's what we do here at Both Video Games. When you went to New York, you were surprised by how long you stay in New York City. Like I'd be in a different country in the same time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you like travel for ages, but you're like, I'm still in the same place, you know, like, yeah. Right, exactly. Right, so there is apparently like a stake. Oh, wait. Wait. There's a stake somewhere around here. We might have maybe got this one. This is probably the one with the most... Oh, no, we haven't. I was like, this is the stake we probably have the most stakes from. And then there's like one right here. In fairness, when we came here the first time, we didn't have the high jump. So Miraidon could barely jump. Back in the day, when we went to Artisan, Miraidon could only jump this high. Like this high right here. Whereas now we can jump this high and we can glide. So, okay. Anyway, Bark. The other thing, this would be like less relevant in like New York, but the other thing as well is like America is way more sort of laid out for car. Well, definitely more so here in like LA, because it's like a younger place, but everything is more focused around cars. There's a YouTube channel called Some More News, which did a really interesting video about like just how everything has become like so sort of car focused rather than like people focused, like how our streets and stuff work. And that's definitely very true. Another slow bro. And that's very true like in sort of West America. Whereas like East America might still have some sort of relics of like old school sort of road layouts and stuff like that, but the West Coast is definitely very like grid system, all focused around cars. It's just not very like pedestrian friendly. And the thing I kind of found, like when I first came to America and I like stayed at a place and I like, you know, there was one place I could walk to. Of all the places I had to go to, there was like one studio that I could walk to. And I remember when I walked to it, and the thing I kind of found myself uttering was I sort of said, I was like, that took 20 minutes to walk 5 minutes away. And what I mean by that is like, if a place in my little hometown in England was that geographically far away, it would take like 5 minutes to walk there. But because of the American street system and because of like how just sort of car heavy and car focused everything is, it took like 20 minutes to walk there. It was just like, it took so long to walk to this place that in terms of its geographical in terms of like just a bird's eye view distance, was barely any distance away. But because of just the streets and the cars and all that stuff, it's just, oh man, it took a long time to get there. It was like, oh, crikey. So it's just funny every time Nightbot fails now. It's like, Nightbot, come on, you know this, Nightbot. But yeah. Right, hang on a sec. Hang on, Internet Goblin. There's so much transit, but you can get from school to shopping center to home. So you can get around, but it's just kind of like very transit focused is what you're saying, I think, or from what I gather there. So, yeah. So, I don't know, like, again, I sort of, I think ideally you would have a lot of stuff kind of condensed together walking, and then you would have something like an underground system like the subway or the London Underground, like the tube. And I think that would probably be the best way. So you could have the quick travel like underground, but then you kind of have the loveliness of everything all actually being together and not separated by a load of cars and roads and streets. And you can actually just walk without having to like worry about, like, oh, well, I have to, because even if you have like, oh, I have to like cross the street to get there. Whereas if you can just walk, from like one shop to another, that's like way nicer. Like I like public high streets where, there's like a path between shops, but it's not actually like a road that cars can drive on. Right, I think we do have this stake. There's supposedly a stake here, and I imagine it was like somewhere here and that we got it. So do we assume we got this one? Do we assume we got this stake? I can't see any pink here, so I think we probably got this one. I'm gonna say we got this one because I can't see anything. And these are a bit more obvious, so but right, so you have a bus system and a few taxi services, but right, but it's not great. No, that's disappointing. Hang on, I'm gonna check. Oh, hang on. Wait. No. We're going to go to Los Platos, and then we're going to see if there's a stake here. Yeah, wasabi, and that's like, so, and then wasabi, just to add to kind of your point, because like, this is kind of what I was saying. Because like the West kind of doesn't have any of that kind of old style infrastructure, like, the West wouldn't have really had like roads with, I don't know, like where people just walk and loads of horses and stuff like that. I mean, they would have to like an extent, but not really much. Like it probably kind of, I don't really know like when Los Angeles came about, sort of thing, when they like turned a desert into a city, but like, again, I can't imagine there was like a whole load of like horse and carts. There probably were like cars and stuff like that. And it's why everything is like so grid system. Because you see like the memes of like, they'll like show an overhead shot of like Los Angeles or a map of Los Angeles. And it will be very square and grid lined. And then they'll be like, and then this is Boston. And everything's like curved and not all the roads are perfectly straight and stuff like that, but it's because Boston was founded by a bunch of English people hundreds of years. Well, not founded by English people, but a bunch of English people came to Boston like hundreds of years ago. Sorry about that. But like came to Boston hundreds of years ago, and then like, they like settled there and kind of, would have created systems with like horse and carts and stuff like that, all Assassin's Creed 3 style. And then, like, so they would have had that kind of more British, more sort of, old school British approach to roads and streets and stuff like that. So, yeah, just paved over cattle tracks and then bam, road. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, right. Hang on, I hear a gimme ghoul. There we go. Okay. Let me just check. Right, so there was a stake there, and then I need to zoom in. Oh, there we go. And then, so supposedly there's another stake, like, is that here? Next to the two bushes? Yeah, next to the two bushes. So there's presumably one here. Okay, we'll have a run and a jump and have a look for this. Hopefully this should be quite an easy one to find. Yeah, sorry, it is really funny looking at Nightbot being like, does not compute. It's like, Nightbot, you're giving away the game, my friend, that you're not my... I mean, he actually is my friend who I played Super Mario with as a child. I don't know why he's typing these weird messages, because he's my real friend, my very real friend. Okay, right, hang on, I'm just gonna get TMs and stuff. Okay, here we go. Um. Okay. Okay, so we've still got some more stakes to go, but that's okay. I think this one will be the best next one. So hang on, so we've done Fire Legendary, we've done Ice Legendary, we've done Ground Legendary, so we've got the Grass Legendary, which is probably the worst one in terms of typing, but oh well. Nightbot's been acting distant lately. Yeah, there we go. But hopefully I'm able to resolve it. I think it should be fine. I don't really know why it's not working, because I feel like I set it up the exact same way I set up all the other Nightbot messages, but... oh, hey, a Bagon. Hang on, I am going to catch this Bagon. Because it's a Bagon. Yeah! Because Bagon is one of the Scarlet and Violet exclusives, so if I see an exclusive, I do like to catch it. Just so I have like a... Oh, for the love of pizza. I like to catch it just so I have like a version with my profile ID on it. Cramming! I like cramming, and I hope you like cramming too. Yes, you may have noticed, cramming does seemingly seem to have... There's a wrench next to Cramming's name. Because Danny DeVito, like, hacked into my YouTube and did it, so, yeah. So, yeah, I'm friends with lots of celebrities, like Ed Sheeran will sing songs for me, and Danny DeVito chooses my mods. Yeah, I'm sorry, Archie and Xander. That was Danny DeVito as well. I lied to you when I messaged you on Twitter asking would you like to be a mod. That was just Danny DeVito. So, but look, Cramming though, honestly, you have no pressure to do anything. No offense to Archie and Xander. Cramming, I honestly expect nothing from you. I'm honestly just doing it for like the Danny DeVito memes. So yes. But oh, for the love of pizza. For the love of Jersey Mike's Subway sandwiches, I should say. But yes. I don't know if Cramming... I don't know if you realized you were a mod, Cramming, but yeah, but you can thank Danny DeVito for that. But yeah, I don't think I really had a need for an extra mod as well. But again, Danny DeVito was like, "There's just some things you gotta see." So, you know, and he said seeing Cramming with that wrench, like seeing Cramming with the wrench next to the name. That was one of the things that Danny DeVito was like, you just gotta see it. So, oh, sorry, Internet Goblin. If you ever do want me to refer to you by your name instead of just Internet Goblin, I am, you are welcome. How do I finish that sentence? I can try to do that for you, I think is the phrase I'm looking for. Because there are a few people where I use like their name instead of their alias or whatever. I mean, Archie is prime example. But you know, there are a few others like Maria and Danielle and Natalie. So I can add Danny. I think once I hit 7, that's when like the brain starts to forget them. So you know, but hey, you're number 5. So if you wanna, yeah, okay. Well, Danny it is. Danny number 5. I might call you Danny number 5 sometimes. Not because you're the 5th Danny, but just you're the 5th person. Plus, honestly, remembering I've got 5 people will help me remember all the people whose names I have to remember. So there we go. Yeah, there's probably something where there's like a notification being like, you're now a mod. Like, I imagine there's something where like YouTube tells you. But okay. Hey, okay, finally we got it. That was harder to catch than the actual legendaries. Bo is just 4 Danny DeVitos in a trench coat. And Nightbot is my twin brother, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyway, Bog. So, hang on a sec. We need to go up here because I think this is where the stake is. At the very top of this mountain thing. Oh, you go by Tenchi IRL? Oh, well, then I'm going to call you Tenchi. You're number 6, maybe, then, Tenchi. Maybe you're number 6? We'll have to see. Anyway, Bog. Oh, and then there's one down there. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, these ones are all quite straightforward and close together, luckily. So then there's one, like, here. But yeah, thank goodness for Cerebi. And hey, I'm actually, like, doing my own Cerebi stuff today and not getting Archie and Xander to do it. Look at me being a big boy. But seriously, Archie and Xander, thank you so much for, like, any time I've been like, oh no, I've forgotten this, like, ability or whatever, and then you're like, I'm on it. Like, thank you. But yeah, Kramen, you might have to join them too now. Like, Kramen's just, like, eating a Subway sandwich. Like, wait, what? Hang on then. I think we got this one. I feel like we went down here. And, oh no, nope, I'm mistaken. Okay. Another steak. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Archie. Does Danny DeVito have a dog? I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like that's a setup for a punchline. And if it is, I look forward to seeing what the punchline is. Yeah, Kramen's cramming that Jersey stuff. Sorry, I do just like this idea that we now have this mythos around Kramen. That Kramen just doesn't do any mod work, just sits around and eats Subway sandwiches. I'm sure you're an excellent mod, Kramen, like for Sarah. I'm sure you are an excellent mod. Sarah said so as well. Sarah said you're a great mod. But I like the idea that you actually just don't ever do any moderating on this channel. You're just eating subs, freshly sliced subs that you just gotta see. And yeah. But right, anyway, Bark. You know, it's like, oh no, I can't find out this Pokemon's ability. And then Xander's like, oh, I'm kind of busy over here. Can you deal with this, Kramen? And Kramen's like, oh, no, I'll go. Okay, hang on. Where the... oh, do I not have like a... Wait, no, oh, do I not have a warp there for the love of pizza? And I don't have a warp here for the love of pizza. Okay, oh, do I not have any warps? I don't have any warp locations, dang it. Oh, Danny Dog Vito. To be fair, Kramen's like, to be fair, I do really like Jersey Mike subs. It's really funny, actually. So on Facebook, ages ago, right? On Facebook, because you get like adverts on Facebook and they try and promote pages and stuff like that. And I've never had a sandwich from this place. I've never had Jersey Mike's either, actually. But there's a chain called Firehouse Subs. I believe I've got the name. I think that's the name. Forgive me if I got it wrong. But there's like Firehouse Subs. It's something like that. I've never been there. I've never had one. I had never seen one. So it's like, well, then how did I know it existed? Had I seen an advert for one or whatever? I'd never even seen like an ad for one, say like a YouTube ad or anything like that. What I had seen was like a Facebook page recommendation. It was like Firehouse Subs, and it would go like, you know that thing where it's like, oh, this page, it's like your friend likes this page, so maybe it's something you like, right? And every time Firehouse Subs came up, my friend and fellow voice actor, the brilliant Philip Reich, it would always say Philip Reich likes this. It would always say Philip Reich likes Firehouse Subs. And so in my head, I kind of built up this canon that, for some reason, I keep building up canon about people liking Subway sandwiches. But that Phil just like really liked Firehouse Subs. Because like Facebook could always be like, well, Phil likes Firehouse Subs, maybe you do. But then it's really funny because I can't remember what happened. But there was like a day where like, I don't know, I saw like, there was like a picture of him, or he posted a picture of like a check-in or whatever, or there's like a check-in. But there was something where it was like, oh, he actually does like Firehouse Subs. Like, he does actually like them. And it was just funny that it was like, oh, he does like them. So it's just funny that Kramen's like, yeah, I do like Jersey Mike's. Now that you mention it. Oh, I see the gate. Hang on. But yeah. Coco, hello. 1,000 eggs and no shiny score bunny. Oh, dang. The race is on between you and Shibartooth. Shibartooth was after a shiny Shinx, and you're after a shiny score bunny. So the race is on to find... Hang on, have we got all... No, we don't have all of them. There are no chains left on this, but... You're going to need to tell him this in the next year. Yeah, you're welcome. I can't remember if I did tell him this or not. I can't remember. I feel like I did say that. I was like, Facebook was always like, Phil likes Firehouse subs. And then it's like, he does like Firehouse subs. But yeah. Wait, hang on. Sino is entered. Oh, wait. Is that just because of the joke? Oh, I thought like Alejandro. Because Alejandro is like at a con this weekend. So I was like, wait, what? Alejandro's here? But no. Like, oh, gosh. Right, hang on. A faint sound is coming. Will you touch... Oh, did we get all of them? Okay, we got all of them. I did not pay any attention at all to that. Unless... oh, no. Okay, yep, it's working. I was like, unless you touch it and it doesn't work. But yeah. So... Here we go. The grass on scribe. So make sure to... subscribe. I meant to make a meme of that, actually. I was meant to post a meme of that. I was gonna go, make sure you sub, and then, but then we're back to subs. Somehow we're back on the subs. Even when I'm making a subscribe joke, it's back to Subway sandwiches. Crowan's like, oh yeah. Okay, right, quick ball, go. 2, 3. Ah! Again, 3 shakes. 3 shakes of a lamb's tail. 3 shakes of a lamb's tail and no luck. But okay. Bro literally told you to subscribe to Bo. Exactly. Okay, right. So we're gonna once again go with the burn. We're gonna feel the burn. It reminds me of the horribly edited Genshin Valentine's cards. Ooh, that sounds like a thing. We fresh here at both video games. Should all my catchphrases just kind of become like stolen from sort of we fresh here at Bovio Games. At Bovio Games there are just some things you gotta see, and whatever Firehouse subs catchphrases. I don't know what Firehouse subs catchphrase is. But anyway, right, here we go. 1. Dang it. Giga Drain. Oh no, Giga Drain. Giga Drain. Oh, no. That's not good. This is going to be hard. Okay. Right, okay. I'm just going to check one thing for a sec. Oh, that actually does kind of... That actually is kind of functional. Huh. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I said I don't want to talk about tech stuff. Basically, on my OBS... I have put YouTube chat like embedded in it, but I actually have the chat like separately and like a separate internet browser window as well. Because I wasn't sure how the chat would look on OBS, but it actually looks all right. Like if the stream gets laggy later, then I might close the internet window and just leave the OBS one, because that actually looks okay, as long as like loads of people don't all chat at once. That's the only issue. But anyway, right, I have no idea how many turns it's been. Is this like turn 4? I don't know. I think this is like my second or third repeat ball. And then I did 1 turn. Oh, foul play! No. Every slogan ever just followed by here at Bovio Games. Yeah, nobody out pizzas Bovio Games. We just need to, like, you know, have it your way at Bovio Games. Bovio Games. We'll take every slogan from everyone. And then that would just be my entire merchandising line. And then I'll get sued. But hey ho, Ben's not here. BOBS instead of OBS. There we go. That's another stolen thing. Okay. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Wait a sec. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. I don't like calling myself stupid. I like to call the actions that I take stupid. Here's just like a really pro tip for mental health. Don't ever call yourself stupid or an idiot. Never be like, oh, I'm an idiot, or oh, I'm stupid. I know sometimes on the stream I do, but it's because I'm just trying to be funny and because I kind of know where I'm at mentally with my own mental health. But I'm still going to try and not do it anyway, just by example. Never do that because it's not a good thing to do. It's not a good precedent to set for yourself. However, with that said, I am not stupid, but so, like, say the things you do are stupid. Like, oh, that was stupid. Like, if you do something stupid, say, that was stupid. Or, oh, that was silly. Or that was, what the heck was I doing there? Like, criticize the action that you took as opposed to judging yourself. However, with all that said, right, I'm not stupid, I just do stupid things. With that piece of advice out the way, and with that said, I am very stupid because I was using repeat balls there. I've never caught this thing before. So that was basically like catching it in a Pokeball. What? I got that in what was effectively a Pokeball, essentially. Like, that had no effect. Well, that was lucky. I didn't think of that. I was stuck in repeat ball mode because of, like, the Bagon. But, like, that was stupid. That was so stupid of me. So that was stupid. That was stupid. Not me, but that was stupid. Using a repeat ball on a Pokemon that you've never caught before is stupid. Don't do that either. Okay. Right. So, we are rapidly coming towards the end of the things we have left to do. Now, the stream isn't going to end. There are two things I will say. I will say what the series is next week, and then if we move on to this other idea, we'll move on to this other idea, okay? So, this other idea that I have. Because, again, the stream has run quite smoothly, so I'm feeling good about the idea of moving on to... I haven't seen Glass Onion, so no spoilers, but yes. But I think I know the meme you mean, so I think it's fine. Okay, so, anyway, Bug. So, there are 3 things I wanted to accomplish today on this game. One of them was to catch those other 3 legendaries. We've done that. Lovely. So we did that. That's cool. The other thing that... Oh, this game doesn't have like an R or L button skip, which is so annoying. Then you have to just hold it, and you have to do this, and you have to... I don't know why they didn't implement this. Like, Sword and Shield has this. Even Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl has this. I think even Arceus has this. But again, I'm just having to hold the control stick and boringly go across. Ay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right. So, I want to check what thing... Okay. We have Iron Bundle, but we didn't get any of the others? Hang on a sec. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Okay. So, my lovely friends, my lovely, lovely chat friends, let's go down to Area 0, where we're going to accomplish the other 2 things that we want to do today. One of them... Also, did you realize... I didn't know this for a long time. Normally, you go in that door, and then you, like, take a teleport down. But you can just go and jump off this hill here, which I think I have shown in my Pokemon Scarlet. Shiny hunts, but still. Oh yeah, if you don't want spoilers for the end of the game, I guess, like, look away now. But whatever. But we're not going to be spoiling things too much. But if you really don't want to see what the end of the game area looks like, I guess keep that in mind. Right. Anyway, Buck. So, the stream has been running pretty well, so I feel optimistic about moving on to the other thing once we accomplish what we want here in Pokemon Violet. So we got Iron Bundle. Although, yeah, we already got Iron Bundle, but let's do this anyway. Oh no, you looked into Arven. Arven's like the worst one to look into. Right, quick ball, go! 1, 2, Ow, it broke out. We do already have an Iron Bundle. However, this music is great. Right. Will-o-wisp. That's not how you pronounce it, but, Wasabi, you gotta go. Okay, make sure you do catch up with the rest of this stream, though, okay? If you're watching now and you're enjoying the stream, make sure you do catch up with the rest. Make sure you do check the channel. Make sure you check my social media and stuff. Because, again, I've got this crazy other idea that if you want to do it, we'll do it. So, yeah, just keep an eye out for that, okay? Right. We go the netball, I suppose. 1, 2. Ah! Come on. Right. Oh, yeah, sorry. So, the second thing. Right, so 3 things. I wanted to catch the 3 other legendaries, because we got the ice one, we got Chien-Pao, but we didn't get the other 3. So, that was thing number 1. Thing number 2 is I do want to catch the Paradox Pokemon. I want to get at least one of every Paradox Pokemon. I know we already have Iron Bundle, but we had like an Iron Bundle, which was like technically one of our teammates, so I don't know. I just like the idea of having another Iron Bundle. Because we sort of caught one to have, like, in our team, so I don't want to, like, transfer that to Pokemon Scarlet. Now, hang on, there was an Iron Moth... there was an Iron Moth here earlier, and then it vanished. Hang on, I'm going to despawn these for a sec. Right, and then we're going to just slowly creep in. We're going to slowly creep in, because if we run in, it might spawn the, like, the hordes of 5, and we don't want that. Ah, for love of pizza. Where's the Iron Moth? Iron Moth, where are you, buddy? Oh, well. Oh, hang on, is that Corviknight? Oh, it's a Venomoth. Ah, Venomoth, get out of here. You're not a real... Oh! Iron Hands. Okay, cool. I do actually have Iron Hands in my Pokemon Scarlet, like you saw, but it originally came from Jackie Lastra. I want one with my own... Oh, for the love of pizza. But I want one with my own name on it. We can get it from behind. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, we didn't get it from behind. No. That's okay. Oh, cool. That's really cool, Wasabi. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a great participant in chat and talking about old America and new America and everything. Okay, so, I didn't take a picture of Iron Bundle, but oh well, we already got Iron Bundle, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's 2 Ultra Beasts, no, Ultra Paradox, okay, so we've got the Paradox Pokemon, we've got, although, yeah, sorry, I know this is really annoying, I want to get, like, 2 of every Paradox Pokemon, I think. Because I kind of want... I want one to stay in the generation, right? Like, one to be in... Oh, for the love of pizza. I want one that's, like, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and then I want one to pass on to future games. So I guess I do want two. You know, one to like have like for Pokemon Home. So let's repeat ball. Do you ever trade with people? Sometimes. Maybe we can do like a bit of a trading thing one day. We're not going to be doing it today. That's not my idea for today. Oh, wait. Did I just use a repeat ball without... Will-O-Wisp, my dude. Will-O-Wisp first. Wisp it, my boy. Wisp it. Okay. Anyway, Bark. Let me just check the chat. Yeah, no, that chat is way too cramped in OBS. If you could make the text smaller, it would be alright. But anyway, Bark. Okay. So. Fridge. But there are some things that I will do that will have some, you know. If you had $1 for every time Bo said, for the love of pizza this stream, you'd now have another $1 because he just read it out loud. Right, repeat ball. Go. Yes, there we go. We got the shake. You love to see it. Okay. So that's 2 Iron Hands. Okay, so we need the... I shouldn't really ride Miraidon here. Probably shouldn't ride Miraidon here, just because we want to kind of make sure the spawns are okay. Okay, there's all the Iron Hands is. I suppose we do need to keep an eye out for shinies. Like, one thing that will definitely come back to this game to do someday is we will shiny hunt all these Paradox Pokemon. That is a thing that we're totally going to do on stream. So, you know, just look out for that someday. But that's not what we're doing today. Because again... Oh, there we go. Iron Moth. Hang on. We can use items between battles, but just not during them. Okay, right. Well... Yes, my friend. Okay, here we go. Right. So, Quick Ball. What type is Iron Moth? Is it like Fire and Bug, or is it... Or is it Fire and Flying? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I was like, because I need to check what the, you know, if Will-O-Wisp will work on it, but... Oh, it's Fire Poison, that's it. I was like, I know it's something. Because the other one's like Bug, Flutterwing or whatever. No, not Flutterwing. I forgot what it's called now. I forgot what the, Scarlet one's called, but, Slitherwing. Slitherwing is, Slitherwing is like Bug and Fighting or something like that. And then that one's like Poison and Fire. So it kind of takes the two Volcarona types and then kind of splits them up and adds on other types. Right, so if it's a Fire type, we can't burn it. So that means we have to paralyze it. But yeah, okay. Oh, this music's great. An interesting thing, I was thinking about this earlier. I think one of the reasons why I wasn't immediately like super pulled in by the music in this game is because it's more sort of ambience or ambiance. But it's more kind of like background, just kind of underlying music. It's not supposed to be at the front and it's not supposed to be like forefront kind of type music. And a lot of old video game music is that way because like graphics were so poor and like between sort of like sound quality being not as good on old consoles and then the visuals on games not being as good. There was a lot of there were a lot of games where, you know, they'd have like the chiptune music and it would just be like pumped up to like -0 on the audio scale and all this other stuff. And we did get 2 of these, didn't we? Yes. So that's cool. Right, you're not shiny. I don't want you if you're not shiny. Oh, there goes the drilling. Hopefully you can't hear that. You probably can. Actually, I think we can... Oh, no. I was going to say, I think we can ride on Miraidon for a bit, but we might need to just hold off for a second. I I don't think any of these are shiny. You're not shiny, are you? I actually don't know what these shinies look like, so I'm kind of terrified of going past a shiny. But I think that this is like all silver if it's shiny. Okay. Right. I think one of them can appear here. But... Oh, Garganical. Hi, Garganical. I'm just gonna quickly do a bit of like spawning in and spawning out. Spawning in and spawning out, that's what Area Zero's all about. But yeah, so anyway, more ambient music. Just that more kind of, you know, there's that more sort of nuancedness to it. And I think that where this game, I'm not probably gonna ever like go and listen to a bunch of this game's music on YouTube very much or anything, but it really does fit, you know, like when you're just running around the desert, like it's good music. I'm not going to listen to it on like a half-hour loop like that desert music, because I've been stuck in the desert for like half an hour and it kind of gets annoying, but for what it is really good. And I think that whereas old game music was sort of bolder because it kind of needed to be, whereas games are more sort of realistic and there's a different atmosphere to them. And I think this game does a good job with like capturing just some of that music. Oh, I thought that was shiny then, because it looked really silver. Like it spawned in like really silver and was like on the side. I might even just take a quick video of that for later. So, oh, hang on. I'm missing, like, loads of chat here, I think. Oh, no, wait. Did I miss loads of chat? No, I didn't. No, Corviknight. Shiny Corviknight. If you go on Cerebi and you look up Corviknight and you see the shiny Corviknight and you see the regular Corviknight, you're like, oh, they're really different. I'll totally notice them. Corviknight was one of the hardest shiny hunts I did. I probably did see a bunch of shinies, but I didn't realize, because they're, like, really reflective. And I know it's, like... You will look at them and you'll think, but one's blue and one's silver. But the silver one just, like, doesn't look silver in this game. It's way more subtle. It's like, if you're ever shiny hunting for Corviknight in this game, good luck to you, because it is just visually, like, very hard. Yeah, there's an internet goblin, Danny, my friend Danny. Oh, Danny boy. Pretty sure every future Paradox Pokemon is just, like, very silver. Yeah, that's what I think. I think they are just all, like, very silver. Like, there's just way more silver on them. So that's, like, the way that you know. So I think that's the way. But Bo singing his top tier content. Oh, thank you. Bo's got talent. Oh, thank you. Let's be real. We all miss Bo singing Left, Left, Left and Coming Around the Mountain. I almost started singing Coming Around the Mountain earlier when I said about, there's a bit where I was like, oh, I think there's a stake at the top of that mountain, it's on the mountain, like when we're at the ice mountain. I almost started singing it, but I was like, no, I can't, it's too early. I need to start. I can only sing about mountains when I'm like 3 hours into a stream and I'm like mentally exhausted and I'm just like done. That's when like Coming Around the Mountain is like the funniest, I think. You can't sing Coming Around the Mountain like 2 minutes into a stream. I probably have. I'm probably like going against my own rules, but still. Right, so now I would use a sandwich here, but I don't want to like mess up. I would use a sandwich here, but I don't want to mess up the spawns. Girafarig, Faragiraf. I don't know why people say Faragiraf, because it's... Oh, but... See, did you see that? Did you see that just then? With the iron hands? With the way it looked all silver and blue when it spawned in? Did you see that? Did you see that? When that spawned in, that totally looked shiny. Please say someone saw that, because that... Look, there. That looks shiny. Unless it is shiny. No, and then it's not shiny. Okay, well, yeah. That's a thing. Okay, anyway, Bark. Dusk Stone, Shiny Stone, Raichu Stone. So, right. And in Sword Shield, I mean, in Sword Shield, you would have to encounter Corviknights. There we go. You'd have to encounter Corviknights like one at a time to get to see if they're shiny. But like still, it would be easier, and you'd get like the shiny animation. So it'd be way easier in Sword and Shield. Right. Sorry. Right. We're gonna quick ball this, and hopefully we get it. We did get it from behind. If you approach Pokemon from behind, they are easier to catch. So hopefully, yes. Yes, let's go. Yes, T'Challa. But yeah. Okay, glad I'm not crazy for the Iron Hands shiny thing. Because, yeah, just like, it looked shiny. That totally looked shiny. Okay. Right. Bright Powder. Ooh, that's good. Hang on. I wanted Bright Powder. I know this is really silly. I wanted Bright Powder for Frostlass. So, I have to press down. I can't just press L or R. Right, where are you? There we go. The Expert Belt does power up attacks, and it does make Destiny Bond less reliable, but I always wanted Bright Powder on it because of the snow. Okay. Right, let's just go this way quickly. Right, yeah, we'll despawn the Nummels and Camerups. There's Iron Hands. And then we'll go back. Oh, it's an Iron Bundle. Whoa, there are two of them! Nice! Nice. But yeah, they only spawn like on these like, see these like cliffs? They only spawn in like these rock areas. Oh, that one just spotted me. Hang on, can I get the other one which like hasn't spotted me yet? Nope, never mind. Oh well. Okay, right, quick ball go. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Ah, so close. Sandstorm. That's your ace in the hole. Okay. Okay. Right, we need to burn this thing. Oh, for the love of pizza. We'll choose it or it will burn. But Bo, you're pushing them copyrights. But anyway, no. Right, Will-O-Wisp. Oh, I'm getting all hiccupy because I've like only eaten like a bowl of cereal today. Okay. I'm so sorry, JP. You're gonna. I like to think that you hold me in some kind of regard. You are gonna hold me with no regard no longer, because I have never understood Darude jokes. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that I do not understand your. I've never got it. Like when Zarude came out and there were Darude. I do not. Is it a music thing? I don't know music. People who follow myself and Sarah will know that I famously don't know music very well. I don't understand Darude jokes. I'm so sorry. JP, don't go. Don't go, JP. But yeah, I'm sorry. Why have I not eaten today? Well, I've had cereal. I had a bowl of cereal, but that's like all that is all I've had, because it's just, I sort of have to get ready to stream early and stuff like that, but then once you stream for a couple of hours, that's when you're kind of hitting lunchtime, and yeah. So, but don't worry, we will remedy that soon. Because look, we have our Iron Thorns. We got our second Iron Thorns. Here is, and then here is, yeah! We're gonna get a third, because why not? Why not, right? It's almost 6 p.m. Well, for you it is. For me, it's only 1 p.m. One. Ah! Oh, the sandstorm. Unfortunately, Iron Thorns here is one of the few Paradox Pokemon where it's not really better than its original counterpart. Like, I think Tyranitar is, like, better than this thing. And same with one of the other ones we're going to get later on as well. Okay, wild charge. Yeah, see, me and Danny, Bo and Danny. Oh, Danny Bo, the cereal is calling. Oh, speaking of cereal, guys, I have a really funny story for you. And I promise this is a really funny story. It's not just me saying it's funny and then, haha, it's not actually funny. I have a funny story for you guys. So, oh, we got it, hey. Oh, Tenchi, you've only eaten a scone? Dang, that's not great either. Yeah, please eat food, guys. Like, I can't eat food because I'm streaming, but, like, you guys have no excuse. Well, I suppose it's you're watching me stream. That's your excuse. But Corviknight, go away, my friend. Hang on, we're just going to... I'm just going to heal in this here building. And then we'll carry on. So hang on, how many do we have now? Do we have 4? Yeah, we have 4. We have Iron Hands, Iron Thorns, Iron Bundle, and Iron Moth. Okay, cool. Cool. And then we got 3 left, and I think they are kind of all lower down in the cave, so that's cool. Okay, so, the funny story. So, for anyone who's in the... I don't think we have any of our UK people. Do we have any other UK people here today? Forgive me if I've forgotten who all the UK... I always remember Charlie and Platinum are UK because they're some of my, like, more prominent UK people. But so I don't know if there are any UK people here today. And I don't know how far UK cereal is known around the world. In the UK, there is a very delicious chocolate cereal called Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops are very delicious. It is a rice-based cereal. It's a rice-based cereal. So it's like puffed rice that they then coat in sugar and chocolate, and it's delicious. And the milk gets all chocolatey, but it doesn't get like grainy like some other chocolate cereals do, where there's like lots of bits and stuff in. So you just get like delicious, yummy chocolate milk. Cocoa Pops are fantastic. The slogan, the catchphrase is, I'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops. I'd rather have a bowl of Bovio games, to continue our slogan stealing theme. So there's so Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops are delicious. They also have a great monkey mascot. They have a nice little chimp buddy. Cocoa Pops, they're great. In America, I didn't, there's a lot of delicious cereal out here. There's a lot of very sugary cereals out here. But I hadn't sort of found a good chocolate one, and there aren't a whole load of chocolate ones. I feel like comparatively, I feel like the UK is kind of just like, there's either chocolate or sugar. That's your pick. Whereas like in America, there are like loads of fruity ones and just all kinds of stuff. But anyway, still, hang on, I just need to, come on, where is, that's a big giraffe egg. Where is this cave? Have I missed the cave? There's a cave I'm looking for. A cave of wonders. Where is this cave? I know it's here. Hang on. We're lefting at the minute, by the way. We are technically lefting right now. Left. I know there's like a boulder in front of it. There's a cave with like a boulder in front of it. And hang on, you weren't shiny, were you? No. Let me look at your nose. No, you're pink. So lots of good cereal here. Hadn't really found a magic chocolate one. So the comments are doing a weird thing as well, where they're not like scrolled down properly. Anyway, Buck. So Cocoa Pops are delicious. but hadn't found, I hadn't like found my cereal. I'd just been having Frosted Flakes, which in the UK are known as Frosties. I had just been having Frosties, but a few weeks ago I was in the grocery store. The Frosties or the Frosted Flakes have like really gone up in price at the 99-cent store. I shop at like the 99-cent store and at the Ralph's grocery store. And the 99 cents has been getting sort of more and more expensive, and the Frosted Flakes has been getting more expensive. And so when I was at the actual grocery store, they had the cereal cheaper. Like, they had really good cereal prices. And I was like, oh, hello. And so, hang on a sec. Am I on the wrong level? Is this why I can't find this cave? Maybe I'm on the wrong level. Maybe that's why I can't find this cave. Anyway, Buck. Yeah, maybe I'm on the wrong place. Oh, there's an actual Volcarona. An actual Volcarona. So... Nope, this isn't the cave. I do know where this cave is. I'm just being silly right now. No, I think we need to maybe go down a level. Maybe that's why this isn't working. Yeah, no, I think we're not low enough yet. I think... Right, we need to keep going down. Oh, we're not that far down. Hang on, I'll figure this out in a second. We will figure out where this cave is. I know where it is. Floette's too hard to look for the shiny. So, right, cereal. Sorry, this is taking forever to say. I promise this is a funny story when I get to it. So, anyway, a few weeks ago, I'm in the grocery store, and they have some super cheap cereal. They have Cocoa Pebbles. For anyone who doesn't know, there are a bunch of, like, Flintstone-based cereals here. There's, like, Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles, and I've always heard of them. Like, I'd heard about them back in England, but I'd never actually tried them. I'd never actually tried them, and I saw Cocoa Pebbles, and I looked at them, and I was like, oh, a chocolate cereal. Like, like, oh, well, I kind of would like to have a chocolate cereal. And then I saw on the box, it said, like, a rice cereal, and I was like, oh, these might be like Cocoa Pops. They look a little bit different, but I think these are going to be like Cocoa Pops. I was, like, really excited. So I picked up 2 boxes because they were very cheap, but I was like, I think I'll like them enough to be able to, like, eat 2 boxes. But I won't get any more than that because it's a bit hard to carry more than 4 because I have to, like, walk to the shops. And if I don't like them, I don't want to be, like, bogged down with too many of them, So, hang on, where the heck? Sorry, I'm getting really confused here. Come on. There we go. So I was very excited to get these Cocoa Pebbles, and I had a bowl, and they were delicious. I love them. They're great. And for anyone who's in the UK or who is aware of Cocoa Pops and like you're coming to America and you need a chocolatey cereal, if you like Cocoa Pops, if you like sort of Rice Krispies but like chocolate ones, like Cocoa Pebbles, they are your best friend. Don't tell me that this is the... Don't tell me that this is the cave. No, this isn't the cave. This isn't the cave. This isn't the cave. This is a cave, but it's not the cave. But these Cocoa Pebbles were delicious. I was thrilled. So, of course, I, absolutely storm through my first box, and I storm through my second box. And I'm really gutted. I'm like, oh, I should have got more of them. And particularly at that price, the price could go up again. I was just very like, oh, man. I was very gutted. Iron Jugulus. This is another one where it's like, this isn't as good as the original Hydreigon. Sadly, is a better Pokemon than Iron Jugulus. So, I get this cereal. It's delicious. I plow through my 2 boxes. I'm very disappointed that I don't have any more cereal. So, the next week I go to the 99-cent store, but then the week after that, so it's like 2 weeks later kind of thing. But the week after, I go back to the regular grocery store. I tend to now do like a one-on, one-off kind of thing. I go to the Ralph's, the proper grocery store, and I go to the cereal aisle, and they have like some really big like bags of cereal that I'm kind of interested in that looked like they might be quite economically good, and I'm kind of like, maybe I'll get like one of the big bags. They had like the Reese's peanut butter puff cereal, which I've like never had before, and I've always been very curious about. And I was like, maybe I'll get like the Reese's cereal. But then I saw it. I saw the brown box, and I saw Fred Flintstone, right? So I was very excited to see I've never been happier to see Fred Flintstone, right? I see the brown box, I see Fred Flintstone. I was so happy. And I'm like, right, I'm not making the same mistake. I'm going to grab 4 of these, whatever. And I looked at, because I saw the brown box, and then I looked at the price, because I was like, I'm not going to get 4 of them if they cost like $7 each instead of less than $3, right? Because the reason I got so many before is that they cost like less than $3. But I was like, if they've raised the price, I'm not going to get them. But the price, it still said $2.93. I was very excited. I was like, brilliant price. They actually have it in stock. This is brilliant. So I just grabbed 4. I put them in my cart. Excellent. I get home, and I'm taking a picture of the cereal, because I'm about to kind of post all this, basically, that, like, I tried the Cocoa Pebbles. They're just like the Reese's Puff. Sorry, they're just like Cocoa Pops. They're brilliant. Highly recommend for any UK people. I'm like so I'm like taking a picture of the box in my hand. I'm holding the box in one hand, holding my phone in the other to take a picture of it. And I've taken a few photos at this point. So I'm looking at it like through my, phone's camera lens. And then after taking a few pictures, it finally kind of hits me. I finally see. I repeatedly tell people I'm not a visual person. I'm not a visually oriented person. And this is what I mean when I say it. I look at the box, and I see that it's not Cocoa Pebbles. And it's like, but Bo, you saw a brown box with Fred Flintstone on. That's pretty much the extent to what I saw. For a start, in the sort of title logo, it said Cocoa Pebbles, which I did see as well. I saw Cocoa Pebbles, I saw a brown box, and I saw Fred Flintstone. But it didn't say Cocoa Pebbles. It said Cocoa Pebbles Crunched. It was a different cereal. And I'm like, what? And because I poured I was like, what? I don't think I'd even poured out a bowl. I think it was when it was when I was looking at the thing. I was like, what? And I was like, crunched? Well, hang on, how are these different? And I look down, and I look at the bottom of the box where there's like they have like a bowl of cereal kind of pictured on the box. And I see it, and I see this star-shaped chocolate cereal. I see this, it's not these tiny little sort of puffed nuggets of rice that are covered in chocolate. They're like crunchy stars. And I'm like, what? No, because I knew what they were going to taste like as well. There are similar cereals in England. I was like, no, like these will be fine, but they're not going to be as delicious. No. Here comes the drilling. So thing number 1, they didn't say Cocoa Pebbles. They said Cocoa Pebbles Crunched. Aye. So mistake number 1 was I didn't read the word crunched. It was in big yellow letters. I did not see it. Thing number 2. There is the display bowl of cereal. Now, in fairness, you kind of missing a word, not a big deal. But then I looked down at the bowl of cereal, which has the star shapes instead of the little grains of rice. Now, unfortunately, in fairness, I do think in fairness as well, that's not the most obvious thing as well, because the mascots usually take up the most of a cereal box, right? The mascots are the main thing. It's like the color of the box and the mascot are usually like the two things you notice. So if you miss a word in a logo that's otherwise the same, and you miss a load of chocolate stars instead of chocolate rice that's on a brown background, that's not the most egregious thing ever. It's not good visually. It's not like, oh wow, you really don't pay attention to how things look, do you? It's not good, but it's not ideal. But the third thing well, I suppose the third and fourth thing is where it really is like, oh, Bo, you silly Billy. The third thing, I'll do the third and the fourth together. The third thing is Fred Flintstone is holding a guitar. Now, admittedly, the guitar is kind of like stone colored. It's a dark color. It kind of blends into the brown background as well. So, again, the guitar he's holding maybe isn't the most obvious thing. I don't really know what pose Fred Flintstone normally has on the Cocoa Pebbles box. But on the Cocoa Pebbles Crunched, he's holding a guitar. Not the most obvious guitar, but he's holding a guitar. But the fourth thing is where it's really the nail in the coffin, and it's like, Bo, how did you not see that? How did you even take pictures of the box? With the box in your hand, and you were taking pictures on your phone, and you were looking at this box for like 10 or 15 seconds, and you didn't see this. Barney Rubble had glam rock glasses on. He had big pink glam rock shades on. How did I miss that? How did I see this thing and pick up 4 boxes of it and not realize that Barney Rubble wasn't wearing the glasses? Or was wearing glasses? I don't get it. How did I make that mistake? I don't get it. I don't know how I made that mistake. I'll try and post pictures of this next time, or the next time I get the regular cereal. But, I don't know how I made that mistake. Oh, Lexi. Oh, Lexi's sort of been lurking, but kind of missed some of the cereal story. Well, I can't tell it again, because it just took me like 20 minutes to tell. But, hang on a second. I'm very confused here. I'm very confused about where this... Oh, is it here? Is it here? Ah, here we go. Here we go. This is what I wanted. This is all I wanted. Right, fridge, we're going to heal you up. So yeah, I repeatedly tell people I'm not a visually oriented person. I don't really notice when, like, people get haircuts or they have something new. Like, I maybe kind of know something's up, but I don't figure out what. But yeah, like, so, but I just don't notice stuff visually. I'm very focused, like, the ways I kind of mainly experience the world and I notice small differences and things and stuff like that are sound and, like, smell and taste. You know, like, I like cooking, I like food, I sort of am good at, you know, tasting things. Like, Jamie Oliver will be like, oh, put some anchovies in your chili con carne. Like, you won't notice it. It's like, I do, Jamie. I can taste it. Like, my mum did it. It was like blind taste test. She put, like, anchovies in chili. I was like, Mum, have you like put fish in this or something? Like, what, this tastes like a fish. And she was like, I put anchovies in it. And I was like, I knew it. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. But I was like, Mum, why does this chili taste weird? And she's like, I put anchovies in it. I'm so sorry, Bo. I don't like fish. But I could, like, taste. I didn't even know that was a thing that she was going to do. Like, I didn't know. She wasn't like, oh, I might try putting anchovies in a chili. So it wasn't like I had any predisposed notions of, you know, that might be a thing she would do. It was just one day I tasted a chili. It tasted a little bit different. And I was like, what did you do to this? And she was like, I'm sorry, Bo. And, like, this would happen a lot. Like, she would cook something and I'd be like, Mum, why does this taste different? And she'd be like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to try it. I saw this thing on the television and they said it would taste good. No, you know. But yeah, so I'd always know. Sometimes it'd be a good thing. It wasn't always a bad thing. But sometimes, but, you know. But, like, but yeah, it was funny. So, but yeah, so taste, smell, and sound are, like, my 3 things. I don't really notice things, I just don't really notice things visually. It's just not how I take. So I'm not really, like, a big appreciator of, like, art and drawings and stuff. So I'm really sorry, like, if you guys do, like, amazing drawings and stuff like that and I don't appreciate it as much as I should do. It's just, I don't know. I see the world differently from other people or something. I don't know. And I think I do have a bit of, like, aphantasia or something kind of like it. I don't know. Because I just don't really, I I just don't really take in how people look, and I just don't really remember things. I hear things where people go, oh yeah, I remember that day you were wearing this and I was wearing that. And when I think back on memories, I remember things really well. I remember like things that were said. I remember the intonation with which they were said. I remember like what smells were in the house, but I cannot tell you what people were wearing like during any of my biggest memories. I can pretty much not remember anything that anyone was wearing, because I just don't pay. It's only if there's like some logic to it, like, oh well, it's a football memory, so I was wearing my goalkeeper outfit or whatever, kit is the word I'm looking for. I was like, it's not outfit, it's not uniform. Well, it kind of is uniform, but yeah. So it was, yeah. So Lexi, basically, just the idea with the story. Do go back and watch it. But basically, there's like a Flintstone cereal out here that I bought and I found delicious. And then when I thought I was buying it again, I was buying like a spin-off version of the cereal, like a different version of the cereal, and it was like really obvious that it was a different version of the cereal, but I did not pay attention. I did not notice it. It's really bad. Like, my nan would get like the wrong product all the time. There we go. My nan would like buy the wrong products all the time, and I'd always be like very annoyed about it. Like, she'd buy diet drinks instead of the regular version, and I'd always just be like, how can you make that mistake? But hey, maybe I'm susceptible to it as well. But in fairness, that's like not noticing. That's like buying the silver Coca-Cola and not realizing that it's not red. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, how do you not buy the red Coca-Cola? That would always be my thing. So yeah, but I had no idea. Also, it broke out on my quick ball. That's really annoying. But yeah, so this is why we've been in this cave for ages, because we needed Iron Valiant to appear, but it doesn't have good spawn rates. So, okay, right, hang on. Let me just scroll back, because I just want to see. Oh, hang on. There is a cat outside that I may need to tend to. And it's not like they're in trouble. I may need to check in on them in a sec. Oh, is Coke Zero red now? Oh, man. And that's a really good point as well. If you have, like, dietary stuff, like, that's not good if things don't have... Like, because I used to, like, in the UK, different flavored Kit Kats, they would just change the red to whatever color. So, like, mint Kit Kats would be dark green. Like, the cookies and cream one would be, like, blue. And I liked that. They would just change the whole color. So, like, red would become blue, red would become dark green, red becomes, like, dark brown for, like, a dark chocolate Kit Kat. I liked that. But, like, hang on a sec. I don't need to leave this cave. Well, no, we don't have to. But I need to just despawn everything. But the thing I don't like is when they do, like, oh, well, we'll keep the label red, and then we'll have, like, a bit of blue in it, or a bit of green in it. Like, sort of, that's so annoying. It's like, no, I want to know, like, it... So, like, all the Kit Kats change. So, like, the cookies and cream it'd be like a red Kit Kat, but then there'd just be, like, a teeny bit of blue on it, and it's like, but these all just kind of look the same now. There's nothing to really distinguish them. And I know it's, like, people like my nan would buy them and not realize, but... Again, like, yeah, if you have dietary stuff, like if you're buying like a peanut butter one, oh, there we go. If you're buying like a peanut butter one and you had a nut allergy, that would not be good. Right, here we go. It's charging towards us. So the Zero has black instead of white text. Is that, man, that is not good. That's not ideal. Again, particularly because of like diabetes. Like, yeah, for like a sugary product, that's a big deal. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you, like, have to be, like, really careful with that stuff, because that sucks. If you're enjoying talk about cereal and sugar and labels and glam rock glasses on Barney Rubble, then please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you, Nightbot. No, why do we keep missing these Will-O-Wisps? So that's the thing. So normally, that's the thing, because visually, I go by color. That's the thing, but I go by, like, the prominent color. So I would never mistake, like, the regular for the diet or whatever. But, like, I would if, like, the color's largely the same, but then there's just one teeny tiny thing. It's, like, a little bit different. Lexi, a fellow avid Dr. Pepper enjoyer. Yes, me too. I haven't had Dr. Pepper since my birthday, but I love it dearly. It's... Actually, no, that might be a lie. I might have had it with a McDonald's one time. I may have had it with a McDonald's. If I've had a soda from McDonald's, but I usually don't get soda from McDonald's, so... no, we'll just go with the Duskull. So I don't normally get... soda at McDonald's. I usually just get the food, and then I, like, have my own drinks at home. So, yeah. So... You've been served the wrong thing, too. Oh, look at restaurants and stuff. Yeah, that's not... Because usually it's kind of the other way, and it sucks, where, like, you're like, oh, I'll have a Coke, and you're like, oh, they gave me a diet. Like, why did they give me a diet? But yeah, the other way around for diabetic, that's not good. That's not good. You nearly bought Abby Bass instead of Adidas. Oh my gosh. Iced tea. I, as a British person, cannot get along with iced tea because the flavor profile of tea is something where I think I did say this before, so forgive me. I know I'm repeating myself here because I remember someone's like reply to when I said this, but I can't get along with sweet tea because the flavor profile of tea I associate with like a hot liquid sort of thing. Like, and so, like, if you have, like, a cold cup of tea, you're like, oh, no, it's gone cold kind of thing. Like, that's kind of your reaction to it. So, I can't get along with sweet tea, because it's, like, it's cold tea. Like, I thought maybe there was going to be something a little bit different or special about it or whatever, but, like, it's like, no, it's cold tea. So, like, I know sweet tea is a really big thing here, particularly, like, in the South, like, the American South. But, yeah, I'm really sorry. I can't get along with it. And it's weird when it's, like, really sweet as well. So somehow, like, adding sugar kind of almost makes it worse somehow. I don't know. But, right. So I'll see, like, the text, I'll sort of see, like, the wrench and stuff like that, and because Archie, you know, Archie's been talking about, like, diabetes and stuff, but then I'll see, like, you cannot call the command as an alias, and so I'm kind of like, what does that have to do with diabetes? Oh, wait, hang on, that's Nightbot. Hang on, we need to... Hang on. Your southern grandma practically bathes in sweet tea. But no, that makes sense, you know. Again, when I was a kid, I could tolerate cold tea more, but I think it's one of those things where as I got older, I kind of got used to, like, you know, having, like, a proper cup of tea. And here we go. The final Paradox Pokemon. Iron Treads. Our futuristic Don Fan Friend. Our Don Fan Friend. Don Friend. Don Friend Fan. Don Friend. You were served a pina colada instead of alcohol, like instead of the virgin one, and you were 13. Oh my good golly, yeah, that is a whopper of a mistake to make if you're a server. And then Archie, like, you were on a plane and you had to, like, point out they had 0 in the lower parts of the cart. Yeah. Oh my god. So I'm missing chat for a minute here. I'm enjoying chat, but I'm missing chat. Right, hang on, we need to burn this thing. Again, Iron Treads, like, you gotta join me in my team. Like, join me or you will burn. With Will-O-Wisp. Okay, breaking news. You literally just acquired Pokemon Violet. Well done, Tenchi. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun with it. My recommendation. Here's my recommendation. I can't remember how familiar you are with Pokemon. My recommendation. My 2 tips. When you're on the map, click in I think it's the right stick. You click in the right stick or the left stick so the map stops rotating. all the time, because like just when you're like looking up the map, it will rotate when you're like running around, but when you're actually like looking at the map with the Y button, make sure you like click in the stick so it like doesn't rotate whenever you like press the stick. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, go for the I can't remember their names now. Why can I not remember the names? The Pokemon that eat the Herba Mystica. I can't remember what they're called. The giant Pokemon... What are they called? The Path of Legends? What are they called? My brain is not throwing this at me. But go for those... Go for those Pokemon first, if someone can help me out, because I really cannot remember. I really cannot remember. What they're called. Titan Pokemon. JP, thank you. Thank you, JP. I was like, I know it's something to do with the fact they're big. It's like Titan, yes. Try and go for like the first 3 Titan Pokemon first. There's the flying type Titan, the rock type Titan, the flying type Titan, and the steel type Titan. If you go for those 3 first, you can do a gym or something as well. I'm not saying do those 3 before you do anything else, but if you get those 3 things done early, don't do too much of anything else before you do those 3. Do like, 2 gym battles, 1 team star thing or whatever, but like make sure that those 3 Titans are like, of the 18 like gym badges, Titans, and team star battles that you have to do, make sure that say like the first 6 to 9 out of the first 6 to 9 things you do, that those 3 Titan Pokemon are like, those 3 are in your first like 6 to 9 things that you do. It'll make your gameplay experience so much more fun. Again, see this jump, see how high I'm jumping, it's like, oh, I can jump on this rock, and then I can jump over to this rock. Like, if you don't have that, that's like the 3rd Titan, I think. This is how high you can jump without it. And I can climb, but it's like you can't... the movement is way more fun once you have those 3 things. So that's my recommendation. The rock, the flying, and the steel. Yes, that's correct. The rock, the flying, the steel. Okay, right. Iron treads. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Hang on. I'm going to run into you. I much prefer iron treads. I much prefer Great Tusk to iron treads. I don't know about you guys. Yeah. So, right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for the love of pizza. Oh, and it knows Earthquake. That's not great. You've been playing since like the early 2000s. Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's the thing. So you're going to be quite familiar, so I don't need to tell you like anything else about how Pokemon works. But this game is different. Another Will-O-Wisp miss? More like Willow-Misp. What the heck is going on here? Why are these missing every single time? Like... yeah, the Flying Titan is interesting for story as well. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, okay, right. So, yeah, I was gonna say you had already like learned about Arven. So, but hey, at least that means you can go liking him right from the beginning of the game, because I didn't like Arven, and then but then after, once that point in the story came along, I was like, you know what? You're cool. I like you. Right, Stomping Tantrum. It doesn't affect Fridge. No Fridge. No Fridge. Okay. Right. Wild Iron Treads was hurt. Okay. So guys, we are rapidly approaching the end of what we need to do here. We only need to catch this Pokemon and one other, and then that's it. We're going to be done for like this stream. But there is one other thing I would like to do, which we will get to in a second. I know I keep teasing, ooh, but I just want to put that in your head. Because again, you guys are going to think it's an April Fool's joke, and I'm like, no, I'm deadly serious. I really want to do this one other thing. I want to do it. So, Right, Iron Treads. There we go. The final Paradox Pokemon. So we've got two... this is Noah's Pokemon box. We've got two of every thingamajig. Two of every Titan. The Paradox Pokemon. I'm getting my stuff confused. You know what I mean. Anyway, Bark. Right, so what we need to do here is I need to decide which one I'm going to send over to each game. So there's a naughty one and an impish one. Oh, this one has fighting. I think my other one is like Terra Electric, so I think the fighting one is probably better. Oh, we got like Terras. Oh, that's quite funny. Serious and Poison. What's better between fire and poison? Yeah, probably fire. But then the special attack on you is no good. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll just pick hardy and quiet. Oh, you got good, perfect special attack. That's funny. These are both rock. Oh, but are you going to be electric? Oh, you're electric. Maybe I'll see what ones I have on the other other games. But I imagine electric's better than rock, I would say. So we'll do that. But maybe we'll grab one of these as well. Okay. Hang on a sec. Dark. Very good and relaxed, but that one's serious, which kind of sucks. Oh, well, okay, you can just go. And then Iron Valiant. Modest! Eh. Right, and then one more. Oh, that one's got perfect attack. Okay, you're in. And then we'll put you down there. And then there we go. Lovely. You love to see it. Oh, wait, hang on. I wanted you, like, down there. Okay, cool. So that's all our Pokemon Corp. Except one. There's one other thing that I would like for us to do today. There's one other thing. So, we've caught the Paradox. Well, we've caught the Legendaries, and we've caught the Paradox Pokemon. But now, slight spoilers for the story. It's time to get the legendary Paradox Pokemon. Because, and again, I suppose this is actually quite spoilery. There isn't just one Miraidon down here in these here caves. No. There is more than one. Oh, we probably should be catching Dreepies because of the version exclusive. But oh well, anyway, Bark. We're gonna go down here, and then look at all these Paradox Pokemon. So many Paradox Pokemon. So, yeah, but again, if you followed this series, again, I keep thinking it's shiny. That looked like it was shiny for a second there, and then it changed. Hang on, we are just gonna heal because we've got an important battle coming up. So. There is not just... There's not just one Miraidon. If you remember this playthrough, there wasn't just one Miraidon. There was two. And although we do now have ownership of this Miraidon, and we can technically have it as part of our team, which we're not going to, because this is an Ice-type only challenge. Ice-types only. Hang on. We're actually going to go with Mr. President here. We're going to go with Mr. President. Everyone salute for Mr. President, because Mr. President is going to help us catch our final Pokemon that we want to catch today. I want to catch the second Miraidon, which is down here in Area 0. The other Miraidon that we saw, the other Miraidon that we previously battled, is also down here in Area 0. It's still down here in Area 0, I should say. There goes the drilling. We want to get that Miraidon because I want to be able to trade it to my Pokemon Scarlet so I can use it for raid battles. Is the truth. But we want to catch this other Miraidon, and this is the final one we have left. And I think this would be a nice send off for Mr. President, who is going to... I know Fridge has been very useful for catching, but I have a strategy. I have a delicate strategy, and it involves the help from Mr. President 07. Everyone 07, lowercase, sorry, 07, I should say. Lowercase O, the letter O, and then number 7. Everyone salute. Xander, like, you really struck gold with that. I know I always bang on about how impressed I am with it, but I'm so impressed with it. It's perfect. It's better than the emoji salute, and it doesn't work with the number 0, and it doesn't work with a capital O, but the little 07, it works so well. I see it more and more and more. Okay, so down here, somewhere in Area 0. I think we just heard the cry. I don't know if you heard it. But down here, somewhere in Area 0, there is another Miraidon on the loose. And we need to find it, and we need to challenge it, and we need to use Mr. President and all Mr. President's excellent skills, his unique set of skills. Oh, that Diglett looked white then. I was like, Diglett, shiny Dug Trios aren't white. I meant Dug Trio, by the way, when I said Diglett. Okay, but we can see it. Look, here we go. Here's the ramp. This is the ramp I'm looking for. Oh, there's the drilling. Okay, so if you're enjoying this stream, please remember to like and subscribe, because we are going to be ending this stream. We are probably going to be ending this stream soon, but we're gonna face this Miraidon. We're gonna catch it, and then I'm gonna talk about the 2 other things that I need to talk about at the end of this stream. Okay, so we're gonna save 50 bajillion times, because this is gonna be a very delicate strategy. No guarantees, no promises. We're gonna have to see if this works. But look, you can see Miraidon up there at the top of this hill, this little ramp. We're gonna go and get this ramp. Okami, hi. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Okay, here we go. It's floating ominously. Look at it. Look at this lizard boy. Okay, we actually need to select it. Right, here we go. No, we can't. Okay, here we go. Here it is, Miraidon. The other Miraidon. The more angsty Miraidon. Here we go. Right. Round 2 with Miraidon. Right, Miraidon's Hadron engine is kicking in, so this boosts this creates the electric terrain, activates its ability. Its special attack is boosted by 50% right now, okay? So this thing is, like, very powerful right now. I'm just going to click the right... Oh, the other advice for Pokemon Violet, click the right stick in during battles, you get the cinematic look. Like, you can change the camera angle, and you can get, like, this kind of a thing. If you click in the stick, you get the more traditional, like, camera angle. Although that's actually not good there, but whatever. But if you're on a camera angle like this, click in that stick, there you go. And there you go, you get the good cinematic angle. Right, so Mr. President. What we need to do is we need to scroll over, select the Master Ball, and throw it. And then, and there we go, we got it. We got Miraidon. Thank you, Mr. President. Everyone salute Mr. President one final time. Well, it's not really the final time, but there we go. Mr. President did it. Mr. President did what no one else could, what no other ice type could, and that was catch Miraidon. It's unhappy. So happy. Okay, I think we got it. So there we go. I just want to check the Miraidon very quickly. We'll put it in with... Oh, there it is. Haha. We'll put it in with everything else, and we will be transferring this over to Pokemon Scarlet in a few weeks, I'm sure. Excuse me. So, that is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with only Ice-type Pokemon. Now, so where do we go from here? Well, we're done with our sort of stream testing chill series. We'll get back to a proper series next week. Hang on, we're just going to save, and then we're going to go back to our hometown, where we are then going to proceed to save 50 bajillion times. Hang Hang on a second. Aha! Here we go. yeah, JP. What? That's it. In fairness, JP, because I wanted to talk to you about this because I remember you knew about this. I think in the Japanese it said something different. I think in the Japanese Direct it used different wording for the 2023, so it kind of implied like I think it said like spring 2023. So that was like, oh, so that could go through to like May. Or it said like first half of 2023. I think it said something where basically we might have to wait until like June. So I think in Japan it might have said something like first half of 2023, but in the English trailer it then said early 2023 was when Pokemon Home integration was coming. And so, yeah, so I think in the Japanese it wasn't as misleading. I think in the Japanese it was okay. But then in the English they just said early 2023, which is like, oh, okay, so that's coming out in like January, February, or March. And then it's like, no, we're now on the 1st of April and still no sign of it. Right, anyway, Bark. So I wish I'd finished this stream about 10 minutes earlier, but oh well. So here's the thing. We're going to save 50 bajillion times. Okay? But can we beat Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with only Ice-type Pokemon, including the post-game, and catch all those legendaries and Paradox Pokemon? Yes, we can. So we're not leaving just yet. I'm just going to save 50 bajillion times, and then we're going to explain. So this is the end of our... our sort of chill, our chill stream for today. But the thing is, we've finished like over an hour early, right? We've finished like an hour earlier than we normally would have. And I could just call this it. I could say that's the end of the stream. But I want that sweet, sweet viewer retention and other stuff, and and like more advertising or whatever. I don't know. So no, I'm kidding. It's actually not that. You'll know why I'm kidding in a second. But there is more I would like to do today. But before we get to that, I will just say, for anyone who's dropping off the stream now, or whatever, if you can't stick around for a bit longer, like if you guys want to stick around for a bit longer, then I do have something that I'd like to propose. But for those of you who can't stick around, then let me just explain what I'm doing next week. So we've done our 2 chill test streams, okay? We did the shiny hunting stream to just, celebrate being partner. We did Pokemon Violet, Ice-type, finishing everything else off. So what are we going to do next week? We're not going to be doing more chill one-off streams. We're gonna begin a new series. Oh my gosh, hang on, we've got a super chat. I'll read that in a sec. Hang on, I just need to do... Hang on, I just need to type one thing. Okay, sorry. So, next week, we will begin a new series. We'll actually try and do a new series where we, where we actually, play a game and we do a whole new save file and all this other stuff. Here's what I want to do. I need to make a thumbnail for it, though. So I need to, dig through my screenshots and see what works. Next week... we are going to be doing more Pokemon. After this one, I do have a non-Pokemon series coming up. But next week, we're going to do Pokemon Sword, one of my favorite games, Pokemon Sword, but chat decides my team. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I really need to map this out, actually. I really need to do a lot of research for this this week. But anyway, but in fairness, I did a lot of research this week for this week's stream. But I really need to do a lot of research for this. But basically, we're going to play through Pokemon Sword every time I enter a new route. So it's going to be like a chat lock, but we're not going to have the permadeath type stuff. But basically, every time I enter a new route, I'm going to catch the first 2 Pokemon I see, or we may have some other kind of variants of that rule. But we're going to catch 2 or so Pokemon. But so we'll catch the first 2 Pokemon we see, or we'll catch the first one that we visibly see, and then one in the exclamation point grass, or we'll do something like that. We'll do something like that. Maybe we'll have that 1 visible and 1 exclamation point. So we'll have that, and we'll kind of catch say 2 or 3 Pokemon, and then I will put up a poll. and you guys will vote who do we have on the team. I will maybe like talk through the decisions. Like I'll be like, okay, so this Pokemon evolves into this and this, so this would be really good. This one we could evolve into this way or the other. Maybe say if we catch two Pokemon and one of them has like a branched evolution, maybe it would be like, okay, what do we have? Do we have like this Pokemon, like, or do we have this one but we evolve it into this, or this one but we evolve it into that? Like, so we'll we'll kind of figure these things out, but yeah, we'll do. Hang on, I do just want to make sure I don't miss this super chat. So Danny, this money may not get to you, but April Fools, you get money. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. So that's my plan. Pokemon Sword, but chat will decide what my team is. Okay, I wanted something a bit more interactive because the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond series, that was never meant to be like interactive. That was always supposed to be, I had already come up with nicknames and made a plan. But I felt bad because people were like suggesting nicknames left, right, and center, and I used like one of them and changed my plans. So I wanted to do something a bit more interactive where chat gets to decide, and whether will we go into the DLC islands? You'll have to wait and see. Yes. But yes. But yeah, I don't know whether we'll do that. I don't know whether we'll do that like during the game or after. Maybe we'll do that like before the Elite Four or something. I don't know. We'll figure it. But we might save that for post game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I hadn't really thought about the fact that we can actually go to them. We can actually go to them beforehand, but I think there is like a level. Oh no, there is like a bit of a level thing for the second one. Maybe we'll do like first DLC before we get to the post game, but then in post game we'll do second DLC. We'll figure it out. I might just stick to the main game and then we'll do DLC as post game. Anyway, Bark. So. But you guys are going to decide my team. That's going to be the way it is. We'll discuss it. We'll talk it through. But you guys ultimately decide. Okay? Oh, now, obviously, there are going to be exceptions. Like, if we see a shiny, I'm catching a shiny. We don't have to use it. But I'm not going to be, I'm not going to, like, not catch Pokemon just because they're not useful. Okay. So that's thing number one. That's the stream for next week. So if you need to say goodbye now, that's it. But are you guys around for a little bit longer? And would you like to do more streaming? Because, like, again, we normally go for about an hour longer than this. Are you guys around for, like, another hour? Would you like to stick around for another hour? Because if you would, I have a proposal. We finished this series, right? We finished this series. And next week we're going to move on to... a new series. And like I said, that new series, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. Because, yeah, Brilliant Diamond wasn't, it wasn't interactive. It wasn't supposed to be, but it wasn't interactive. But the other thing about that series as well is because of tech issues, we never finished that series. And so I'm too petty to just let that go. I can't let that go. We wanted to find out, can we beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with only dumb Genshin Impact nicknames? We didn't get to do that. We were robbed of that. And I want to do it for real this time. The tech is working well. We leveled up like a little bit and stuff like that from our, failed tech attempt. I want to... I want to beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond for real. So I'm going to put up this poll. Shall we beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond for real this time? Right now. And if you guys are interested in that, here's how this is going to happen, okay? We're not going to be doing it on this stream. This stream says, Pokemon, can you beat Pokemon Violet with only ice types extra or whatever? We're not going to put it on this stream. I will be starting a new separate stream, okay? So what I need you to do, if you're going to stick around and watch, what's going to happen is I am going to create a new stream, okay? So if you're on my channel, Bovio Games, and you click on the live tab, in a few minutes, I will set up, because I need some time to set this up, but I will set up a new stream. Okay, so you will need to leave this chat. Don't do it just yet, but you will once we wrap up on this stream, you will need to leave this chat. You will need to go on my channel. You'll need to click on the live tab and maybe refresh the page a couple of times and stuff like that. And I will put a new stream there, which will have Can You Beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with only dumb Genshin Impact names, and we will have a proper finale. But I want this to be its own separate video. I don't want it to just be tagged on at the end of a, Pokemon Violet video, if that makes sense, right? I want it to be part of the series. I want it to appear in the playlist. So the easiest way for me to do that is to start a new stream. So we're going to wrap up in a minute. And we're going to go back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and play this game. So if you're watching this on a replay, it will be on a whole separate replay. There will be a separate replay where there is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. This is it for Pokemon Violet today. This is it for me talking about this stream. And we're going to go through this quickly. We're going to blaze through this, hopefully. I'm not going to hopefully wiffle waffle and take too much time. But yeah, so does that sound good? I mean, I think people seem like they're interested. We still have a few people left. Again, I know we've been streaming for a few hours, but not as long as normal. So here's the plan. I'm going to sign off on this stream, okay? Keep an eye on my channel. There will be a brand new, Can I Beat Pokemon Brilliant Diamond stream that I will schedule and we'll have appear. What time is it? It's 2:06 p.m. So for me, it's 2:06 p.m. So I'll try and aim to get this sorted by 2:15ish, okay? So 9 minutes from now, okay? That's going to be the plan, okay? So in about 9 minutes, hopefully I can get a stream set up and ready and broadcast live. And at about 2:15, if I start a bit earlier, I'll start the stream, but I won't actually begin playing the game. But Natalie, hello! We're actually about to just switch streams, okay? So I'm just saying I'm going to start a new stream in hopefully about 8 minutes or so. We're going to go back to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, but it'll be on a whole new stream, okay? I might even try and put a link to it here in the chat for this stream. We'll have to see, but if I'm able to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to hang up now, using old language. I'm going to hang up now, and then sort of hopefully at 2:15, maybe 2:20, whatever time it is for you. At the minute, it's probably about 7 minutes past the hour, wherever you are. At about 15 minutes past the hour or 20 minutes past the hour at latest, I'm hoping, a new stream should be live and all ready and raring to go. So I will see you over there in a minute, okay? Thank you so much for joining me thus far. I'm excited to finish this other game as well. We're going to finish both series today. We finished the post-game in Violet, and we're going to beat the main game in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, okay? So hang on. Give me 1 sec. Right. We're going to take Pokemon Violet out. And we're going to put Pokemon Brilliant Diamond in. There we go. So, I will see you guys in hopefully a few minutes. I don't know how long this will take to set up, but take care, lots of love. And I hope if you're watching this on a replay that you go and watch the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond stream that I'm about to do as well. So, second bonus stream. This is not an April Fool's joke. I'm not going to leave you hanging. If I do leave you hanging, it's just because I'm having tech nightmares. It's not because this is a joke. So I will see you in a few minutes for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond with only dumb Genshin Impact puns. The real finale. See you in a few minutes. Take care. Bye-bye.